Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Manchester United career mode. I know these again have been like few and far between recently, but we will get this done and we'll get it done as soon as I can. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know why I haven't really played this as much. I mean, last time I was busy. It's been probably about I think it's about a week since I last streamed this. I just haven't really been playing Xbox at all, to be honest. I haven't really been playing any FIFA, if I'm being truthful. We did obviously the Everton rebuild like at the weekend, but I've just not really been playing anything. I've kind of just been more doing stuff outdoors and stuff as it's getting towards summer again and working. So it's kind of just been I've not been playing, not because I don't like it, just because I haven't. I mean, there's no real reason behind it. But we are here again to go again, and we're gonna get this done. I don't know when, don't know where, don't know how, but we're going to get this done. So let's get in to what we've got today. It looks like we kick off against bottom of the league Southampton. I'll show you the table in a moment, but we'll just show you how it went last time. As you can see, I think we started against Real Madrid. As you can see, we managed to hold them to a draw at the Bernabeu, which is a fucking massive result. And then we also had a 3-3 draw against Brentford, which I'm slightly less happy about, but it's still a point to add to the league total. We then came back to Old Trafford, and honestly, the 3-2 in the second leg is misleading. We were 3-0 up, and admittedly, we did get a bit complacent, but it was never in danger of us, dropping it. So we have dumped out the 15 time or 14 time, I can't remember how many they've won it, Champions League winners. So they are out, and I think you saw on the news story there quickly our next opponents, but if you don't know yet, I'll show you in a second. We then beat West Ham 4-1, a team that I always seem to struggle with in career mode, but we outclassed them, and I think it was more just good finishing rather than actual dominance in that game, so we will take that as we continue our ascent to hopefully a third straight Premier League title. And then we finished off with a win over Sunderland. I want to say that was the quarterfinals of the FA Cup at the Stadium of Light. I could be mistaken, we'll get to the competitions in a minute, but basically we're still on for the treble, just to kind of cut it down, just to make it like a quick explanation. The treble is still on. So today we finish, or we start, we finish off March, but we start today's episode away at St Mary's against bottom of the league Southampton. Obviously, I'm expecting 3 points here. It goes without saying, hopefully a bit of dominance in this performance as well. And then we've got Crystal Palace at home as well. They're quite good at this point. But then you see it on your screen. It doesn't really, take a genius to read this. We have got RB Leipzig, which honestly, out of the teams we've got left, are probably the easiest team to take on. We travel to Germany for the first leg. I'm curious who they've got, we'll check that before we actually get to the first leg. And then we've got Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in between these two matches, and then we'll finish off, obviously, today's episode in the second leg at Old Trafford against Mr. Leipzig. I've called them Mr. Leipzig, Sir Leipzig, probably more. Point is, we've got Leipzig, and we play them twice today. And then, as we head into the episode after that, we do have our FA Cup. I'm assuming semi-final draw because it says neutral. It'd be too early for the final, so I'm assuming this is a semi-final. We've got Chelsea. We also have Wolves and Arsenal to finish off this month, and a win over Arsenal at the Emirates would probably secure Premier League glory. We do have 4 games in May. I would bet on us over 3 of them. Brighton's probably the only stumbling point, as it is in real life as well with Brighton. And as we continue down, we may get an FA Cup final, we may get more Champions League to come. So what I'm saying is, basically, I think we will have, if I do my maths right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So we'll probably have 3 more episodes. And then you factor in possibly an FA Cup final, possibly a Champions League semi-final, and a final as well. It will be a few more games to go out with 3, probably 4 more episodes from here, because I do, if we get there, want to have the Champions League final as its own episode, and obviously just closing out the career mode as if we do win, it'll be the end of an era, end of the Carlos Rodriguez era at Manchester United. It'll still live on off screen, off stream, but if we can do it on screen and on stream, we'll leave it there. We will just call it a day for the streaming part of this career mode. 4 seasons, and if we win the treble, it's a fantastic end. So that is where we're at. That's what we've got today, and we've missed a lot of news here, but basically we'll go back to the top of the news in a minute. This is how we're looking at all competitions. Premier League, went a bit slopey, I would say, last episode. We only had two Premier League games, I believe, didn't we? Brentford we drew, and we did beat West Ham, who are in third now. They more or less out the Premier League title race. Still a chance of them falling out of the top four entirely, but who knows? It's a really close race for that fourth place spot that Liverpool currently occupy. But them and Chelsea have a game in hand. We sit five clear of Arsenal as we try to wrap this up ASAP, and we can focus on the bigger tournaments like the Champions League. And that is the top eight, as you can see. Top half is completed by Spurs, who are on 40. And down the other side of things, Bournemouth, who have given us trouble in this career mode. Not given us much trouble this year, I will admit. Newcastle struggling as well. They always seem to be a stumbling block. And the relegation zone as it stands, Bristol City just about in there by a goal, but a game in hand. Nottingham Forest as well with a game in hand. But Southampton rock bottom. Similar points total to real life, truth be told. 1 win, 7 draws, 21 losses. Again, we might concede one or something like that. But I fancy my chances. And I'm not even going to fully rotate, to be honest, because we've got Crystal Palace next, who are down in the drop as well. Maybe a bit more rotation for that one as we warm up for the trip to Germany to take on Leipzig. So, obviously, you know about the Premier League table. FA Cup looks like this. This is the semi-finals. We have been given Chelsea, who are a team I don't relish facing in this career mode anytime ever. And the thing is, it doesn't get any easier if we do get past them, because Bournemouth I don't like playing, and Newcastle I don't like playing either. So the FA Cup, if we do drop one of the treble, it probably will be the FA Cup at the moment, because it's just a lot of teams that I am not good against. I don't have a great record against some of these teams either, so I need to not think negatively. I just need to think positively. We might get through. We don't have to worry about that till next episode anyway. FA Cup semi-final doesn't occur until the next episode, and I don't know when that'll be. What I do know is that this part will occur today. It is the Champions League quarterfinals. And like I said, probably the easiest team out of the lot. The way that Athletic Club have been building in this career mode, despite the fact they've not stuck to their Basque rules, that's obviously nothing they can do about that. That's EA just not programming it for some reason. But regardless, they have been building really well. But either them or Leipzig would have been the ones I would have liked to get. And thankfully, we did get one of them. Barcelona get Arsenal in the Yamal derby. Now, Arsenal have Lamine Yamal, of course. Will Barcelona be able to overcome them? Inter Milan and Athletic Bilbao, as we said. Quite an interesting one, that. I think Inter, who have won the Champions League in this season already, in this save already, I believe they were Season 2 winners. They take on Athletic Club. We take on Leipzig. Like I said, probably the easiest out of the 8, which is well, the other 7. We are one of the 8, which is absolutely fine by me. And then the last time, Milan versus Bayern is huge as well. So it doesn't get any easier in any competition we are in. We just need to show enough form and show enough willing to get to our side. Thankfully, there is a big part of our form going to be in the hands of a couple of men, but mainly this man here, Alejandro Garnacho. Pretty much, maybe not the whole success, but definitely up there with the success of getting us past Real Madrid in the last round of the Champions League. He has still got potential to grow. I know he might be quicker to do another plan on him, but it's actually 24 weeks for winger, 24 weeks of wide playmaker, and 52 weeks now for the inside forward. So might as well try and get some pace on him, and his shooting is really good. He's got the finesse plus as well. So basically, he is going to be one of the main keys to victory if we can utilise him at the best. As well as Marcus Rashford, who has become, for whatever reason, the best player in the world up front. I don't know if it would take him that long to switch to a striker pronto. Pronto. It wouldn't be pronto. It'd be 69 weeks. But to maybe put some of these plans on him as he's playing there and doing very well there as well, it might be an idea to put him on a plan for a striker. He's actually taken the spot away from Xerxes and Højlund, and that obviously as well gives Garnacho just pretty much every game on the left just to cook for us. On the right, it is Kvaratskhelia at the moment. He is really stormed back into contention, but Bowman, don't look past Bowman. He didn't get much last episode, but he will be one for maybe, maybe in the Champions League final we use Roman Bowman. I don't know. There's a lot of things up in the air right now, and it feels like we have got the squad to do it. It's just we need me to be good at the game. There's only a couple. I think everyone I want involved is over 80 rated now. Like, everyone who is involved in this run of games is over 80 rated. I'm trying to think who the lowest rated player is that is involved. Probably is Roman Bowman on 82. Bergval and Land on 80 now as well. I just sneeze. But yeah, 80 rated and above now for everyone who is going to be in this run of games. Bergval's still growing really well. I think we fucking fleeced Spurs there by getting him in a swap deal for Mazraoui. Teagle Land bringing him back was a hell of a shout, and he has come in. He's now worth 44 million, and he's actually found his niche at Cam. He is putting on a shift every time he plays, and it's only 13 weeks till he gets to 81 rated as well. Is there anything that will make him go quicker, perhaps? No, I would like him in the classic 10 really, but Shadow Striker improves a lot of his shooting stats. And then obviously anyone under 80 now is out on loan. And I mean Morales, we're not really thinking of using. Herrera as well, same story, and Bravo as well. Just don't feel like they're going to break in at this point. And then obviously anyone that is worth using is out on loan. Yankovic is cooking. I think Barton's doing well. Tam hasn't had that much game time, but his growth has been good. And again, he probably has the stats to be a winger, but we just don't need a winger. And he's 6'2". I don't really want to use him as a winger. So there is obviously the difficult decision of making him a winger, moving him on, perhaps. I just don't see him getting involved because he's got the winger stats, but I can't really use him on the wing. Bruno Fernandes's value is depreciating, obviously, because of age and because his overall will slowly fall down. But ultimately, I don't care. He's retiring here. That's kind of where we're at with that. And I don't know if somebody's going to come in and take his place or if Land grows into that position. This is all stuff for me to figure out after the fact, after the career mode's done. We've got Garnacho on a bloody lifetime contract. I'm pretty sure we renewed that last episode. Roman Bowman as well. And is anyone else unhappy with their contracts while we're here before we get into gameplay? I've been wasting a bit too much time here. We really need to get into the episode because I've got a bit of a cut off again. I'm working at 6:30. It's only 2, so we've got plenty of time. But if things go a little bit longer, I do need to do stuff before I go as well. Everyone's either happy or meh with the contract. We could always buffer it next season if anything goes wrong. So we'll take a look at the news and then we'll kick off the gameplay. So Southampton versus Manchester United, brace for match. There could have repercussions at both the top and the bottom of the table. For Southampton, they need to find something or they will go down. For us, we need to try and extend that lead at the top. We beat Southampton, no surprise last time. Can Southampton get revenge at St Mary's? Potentially. We've got 8 players in the team of the week. We were playing Sunderland and Chelsea, and I believe Bournemouth had harder opposition in the FA Cup. But Gillet, Shaw, Diamande, Arna Martinez, Bruno, Bergval, Xerxes, and Hoyland on the team of the week. Did switch it up a little bit for the game against Sunderland just to try something a little different. And as you can see, Ipswich and Bournemouth going to go against each other in the FA Cup. Bournemouth, as we know, won that. Chelsea went through as well. We faced them. Somebody scored for the first time this season, pushed Manchester United for 4-0 against Sunderland. I don't know who that was. I don't remember who that was. It wasn't Xerxes because he scored already. And I don't think it was anyone in the picture. Minu or Hoyland, I don't know. Somebody scored. I genuinely don't know who it was. And after a great performance against the match against Sunderland, Fernandes is named player of the match. Yeah, we used Fernandes. Land was tired, alright? Land was going to be used, but Land was exhausted. He had the 2 games before that, I believe, so that'd be why. And then, yeah, we beat Sunderland. Anything else to cover? I think that's us. I think we're up to date as will ever be. Some international duty stuff. And then, yeah, you can see here the Champions League draw has been made, and this is our upcoming quarterfinals match against RB Leipzig. So let's get into it then. Before we get to Leipzig, though, we travel to the south coast to face the team at the bottom of the table. We go to Southampton. So let's see what they're packing then. Lumley in goal. Manning and Assignon as the fullbacks. Lawrence, Howard, Bellis and Edwards as the back 3 with Lawrence captain in the side. Downs in CDM. Suarez and Roll as the centre mids with Leeburn and Ferreira at striker. Philogene, Adozi, McAtee, Walker-Peters, Burton Diaz, Popescu and Taylor all on the bench. I can kind of see why this team is going down, to be honest with you. There is a chance. I mean, they've been up for a few seasons now, and there is a reason with some of these players that they should be staying up again, but they won't, I don't think, at this point. They play the tiki-taka, which is surprising because it's Southampton. I don't see them as a tiki-taka style team, to be honest with you. No key defensive players. Key attacking players are Roll and Ferreira. And as you can see by the form guide, they are rock bottom of the league. 1 point in the last 5, 4 losses and a draw. And taking a look actually at the stats is what I'll try to do. There hasn't really been any, highlight players. I guess if you're looking at goals, it is Jesus Ferreira with 7 and 3. Try to drag this team to anything, but honestly, Lee Burner is the strike partner. I think he's like 75. He's not really Premier League quality. And Juan as well. No idea who this kid is. Again, 68 rated. 26 years of age, not a Brazilian in my mind. Burton Diaz has 2 from 7. Maybe use him a bit more, possibly as a striker rather than a left winger. He might get something. But again, nothing really impressive. When your highest goal scorer has 7, it's kind of It's kind of ropes, let's be real. And it's a heavy squad, just not enough quality involved in it all. So let's get in then and pick our team as we travel to St Mary's. I think we could probably rest a couple, but I'm just kind of looking at stamina as well because we did just have Sunderland, so we'll give Delete a game because he'll start crying if we don't. Inacio can go alongside him. We'll give Martinez a rest, and Dallo can come in as well. I'm gonna go Agarte, Hjulmand, I think today. Give Manu a bit of a sit down on the bench as well. That's not what I want to do. Okay, right? Yeah, I've done it the wrong way here, but it's fine. We ball and that, as the kids say. I would like to use Bergval as well, but again, we changed the formation for him last time. We're not want to change the formation every time. We'll just bench him for now. Xerxes comes out for Hoyland. I don't think we need the Rashford treatment on this one, but we will use Garnacho still because he's just cooking any team he wants, and Bowman can come in for a game as well. I reckon that's how we go. Is there anything off the bench I want to bring onto the bench? Arnaud Martinez would be nice to have over Shaw, I think, just because of stamina, and then we'll bring on Tigoland for Lenioro. I think that's how we go for the game then. Loki want to bring Luke Shaw because it's his former club, but also he's exhausted, so we won't do that. We'll let him have his rest. This is a team that will take on Southampton at St Mary's, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we roll. Oman in goal, Cariolo and Dallo as the fullbacks, Inacio and Delete as the centre-backs, Ugarte and Hjulmand as the CDMs, Fernandez, Cam and captain, Garnacho off the left, Bowman off the right, Hoyland at striker. I don't think it's really going to matter what team we use. I think we'll get the result anyway. Why have we got 3 formations? Oh, is this from when I actually... Oh, that's when we tried to 5-back. Okay, yeah, I do remember that now. I need to delete that. It would be fun to use again, but I don't see... I don't know why we would, to be honest, if this is working. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, for the first game of today's episode at St Mary's Stadium, it's Southampton versus Manchester United. Last versus first. Realistically... we should be wiping these aside. We should be maybe even going for a Premier League scoreline record. I'll take 3 points. It doesn't really hurt me. It doesn't really matter to me how they go, as long as we don't drop points against Southampton. But I have got poorer records against teams with back fives. So don't quote me on me being good here. Don't quote me on it being easy. This isn't going to be... probably ain't going to be no 9-0, to be honest with you. I'm not very good against 5-backs, but you just don't know. All I can do is believe and achieve. See what they're bringing then. Does it really matter? I'm going to be honest. Does it really matter? They are Southampton. Thankfully, we are not Southampton. We are Manchester United, and I again don't think there's going to be any real issue. Don't quote me on that. See what they've got. They've got, okay, not a half bad defence. I didn't realise they had Teate, and they're actually using Brereton Diaz at striker. But yeah, we should. I mean, even with the striker that is Hoyland, probably more out of form than the other two, should still be able to walk through this. And I will be surprised if, I mean, again, 5-back is probably the only thing that helps Southampton in this scenario. If this doesn't end with at least a few goals in our favour, I'll be surprised. Especially when we've got Alejandro Garnacho starting, we don't need to. He tries to find the pass into Bruno, which I'll admit I was aiming for. I probably should have just tried to find Cariolo there. Might have been a bit easier. Cariola does find the ball. No Garnacho, not usually one for crossing, but he does try. Fernandez. He's tackled by Downs. I mean, Flynn Downs has thrown his whole body at that, quite literally. And he's come out with the ball, so you've got to respect. You've got to respect the effort. And now it could be Southampton. Roll could escape, but Cariola does have the pace to keep up. Which means no need for Nasio to commit across just yet. Now there is. Lovely defending there. And now we go. Garnacho's been left with Akers. And this is what you don't need. This is what you don't need if you are bottom of the league and you come up against the Premier League top scorer. I did get a bit greedy there. I should have passed it to Højlund. Bowman knocks it down to Bruno. I wanted to try and hold it up and Bowman commit the return run. Didn't quite work. I always come into these episodes with tons of energy and by the end of them I'm like, maybe it's just me. I can't really sit in front of a screen for as long as I do in one sitting, to be honest. I get bored quite quickly. Like, probably got like a 2-hour cut off and I'm like, yeah, I better do something else. But with streaming, obviously you've got to do it a bit longer sometimes, and I don't mind. But I think if we do another career mode next year, which will probably be a Man United one again, let's be real. I don't know. Probably going to make the episodes shorter. I'll maybe try and find a way of editing them. I may not even do one at all. I don't know. Because I'm honestly, in terms of like gaming anyway, I'm just not really enjoying it as much. So it's nothing against like, I think it's like anything else. It's just gaming's not really my thing anymore. The only time I really use my Xbox now is for Netflix and that, just watching stuff. I don't really play it. I don't think I've played any other game besides FIFA in like a couple of weeks. So if that's a goal kick or a corner, Burton Diaz and Delit in a little bit of a battle. Giving it to Oman here. So a free goal kick is what is given. Because we've got a Højlund or Xerxes up top, we can launch it. Remember the rules of this club. You got a Højlund or Xerxes, slightly taller striker. We could probably afford to launch it. Obviously, if we've got like a, not Højlund, if we've got Rashford, it's not as easy to launch because he doesn't win as many headers. But it's poor for. I didn't realise it was Hjulmand I was running with, I'll be real with you. And it showed, really, because he was a bit clunky. Massignon. I mean, Southampton obviously don't want to go down with like the points they have, so they will try, but again, it's bottom versus top right now. I don't see a scenario where Southampton get anything, and Højlund gets closed down there, but you back him scoring that usually. And I think even if I'm on stream or off stream for season 5, one of the strikers is going to have to go. We either say, right, sod it, we'll go with Rashford at striker, or I don't know, because Rashford's already 30. That's the only thing that's kind of preventing me from wanting to sell either Højlund or Xerxes, because Rashford's already 30, but he has been the best striker this season by a country mile. Højlund could try and find Garnacho. Probably shouldn't have been in the air. Don't know if I could have done it on the floor though. Agarte. Oh, I went to smack that. You know I did. Cariola should be able to get the pace away from Massignon, but apparently not. Bruno, they kind of packed their edge of their area. Thielman, Bruno, Bowman. Patience doesn't pay off. Good save. Muller falls to Cariola. Bruno again. Oh, I'm trying to find one more. I think it was Garnacho we were looking for there. Cariola, Bruno, Garnacho, Højlund. Patience, persistence, and presence. The 3 Ps mean that we go 1-0 up. Rasmus Højlund with the goal. It was just a matter of time, wasn't it, really? We were passed around their area, looking for the space, dragging them out, and then we put the dagger to them when we found the space. Bruno back to Garnacho, who lays it to Højlund, and Højlund gets a little bit of room just to lash it away. And that is what the Great Dane is capable of. We just need more of it, more consistently, because the first 2 seasons, he was very, very consistent. Third season, he started to fall off a bit. And this season, albeit he's had an injury, just doesn't feel like the same Rasmus Højlund, which is what I'm thinking, do we go and cash in for him while Rashford is incredible? Or do we hold on and keep the faith? Because I'm not really sure at the moment with Rasmus. A lot of people I see sell him in their career modes, and even in career mode when you're not controlling Man United, I see a lot of other like lower tier clubs picking him up, like a Fulham or a Palace or something. I really like him. especially in career mode, and especially last season's career mode as well on FC24, albeit I didn't stream it. Maybe I didn't do as much as I was going to do with it, but I didn't hate Højlund at all. He's one of my favourite players to use. I wanted to hit that with Fernandes, but Cariola got in the way. And again, it's just persistence, but Tayate closes down Garnacho that time. And to be real, I wasn't going to hit that with Garnacho. I'll hit this maybe if we can. Oh, do you know what? That works too. That works too. This fucking Southampton defence is at 6s and 7s. The ball is just bouncing away from every time. Garnacho chasing it down. He doesn't give up on it and just plays it across the box to Bowman, who for whatever reason doesn't have a man on him, but I ain't going to complain either. It's a great tackle, but miscommunication means that Garnacho could steal in and the keeper is powerless to do anything as Garnacho plays it across the box for Bowman. Probably the easiest career goal for the young winger. Garnacho with 2 assists. The scorer has turned provider today, and it is 2-0 as we head towards half-time. And I think this is always going to be the case, that we were going to win this. It's just a matter of how many are we going to win this by, because this Southampton team is poor. It's just, how poor are they? They're actually not too bad in terms of passing. It's just, their defending is fucking whack. They do have a little bit of passing ability, but this is a problem. Their defence just crumbles whenever we run at them, and Højlund is already through. Could be 3 before the break. It's pawed away. Tayate able to close it down. Garnacho couldn't quite get there first. Usually you expect him to be gobbling up the rebound, but he wasn't there that time. I think he was presuming that the way Højlund was going today, he'd be bagging that. But yeah, it's definitely been a one-sided affair as you would expect. And Agarte, good press, does win the throw-in as well. It's come off a Signon last. And it looks as if we are odds-on favourites to win, which, if you're seeing first versus last, you'd expect first to be clear. Teate's really predicted me well there, I can't lie. I wasn't sure what to do, Bruno, there. I was going to cut in, and I was going to delay it, and I just didn't really decide. And thankfully, for Southampton anyway, Teate knew what I was going to do before I knew what I was going to do. But it just isn't getting out of their own half right now, and Southampton really need now half-time to come just so it curbs our momentum a little bit. Just breaking over the halfway line, they might get it. Referee might be lenient here and give him something to work with. Is Ben Brereton Diaz. He's through on goal. Referee says it's taking a bit too long, and we go in 2-0 up as you'd expect. Bowman with the tap in, Højlund with a good finish as well, but they've both been architected, or what's the word, built by, I'm trying to think of some way to make it sound fancy. Garnacho set them both up. And honestly, the first one was a team goal. Second one was more a bit of individual brilliance by Garnacho to continue pressing and then just playing it across. It's been great all round, but it's great even as well to see a man like Garnacho, who's obviously in line for the golden boot, who can shoot like nobody else. Him turning provider is a bit interesting as well. 55-45 in terms of possession for Southampton, but 6 shots to none in favour of United, as well as 1.8 expected goals to none as well. You add on to the fact that we're 2-0 up. It should be no problemo from here, but you know us. We might make it a problemo, just for a bit of entertainment, really. Best rating at the start, at the half is Garnacho with 2 assists and a 9. Bowman with a goal and 8.1. He's been lively as well. Not just a goal. That's kind of why he got a bit of treatment at the end of the half there, being previewed a bit. Agarte 7.8. Højlund goal and a 7.6. I can't really rate the defence because I had nothing to do. Oman's not had a shot to save and he's on a 6.7. Dalot on a 5.8. The ball just hasn't come down his side. There's nothing he can do about that. De Ligt been the best defender. He has been solid, to be fair, today, dealing with Southampton's attack quite well. And this is kind of more the games he's suited for, slower attackers that will just kind of not really build it at any massive pace. He can just charge in, make the tackle, and we can get it away. And he's done well so far today. Just some of the faster attackers I'm not rating De Ligt against. It's not nothing against De Ligt, it's just his speed. He's just not there. As much as I love Matthias, I wouldn't mind making a move for somebody else, or at least just selling him, to be honest. I don't really need to make a move for somebody else. We've got the centre backs. Can actually kind of change his run there. Didn't really plan for it. Brereton Diaz could be the first opportunity for Southampton. It's off the bar by the Chilean, and we get away with it there. Southampton have come out firing. They're going to say, "No, we're not lying down. We're not going to just take this. We are going to fight for this." But Bowman now. Højlund asking for it. I think he's back on. Oh, it's closed down by Harwood Bellis. Maybe could have gone one more Garnacho, but Højlund saw a little bit of space to fire an opportunity, and it just closed down by Harwood Bellis before it even got anywhere. Taylor not tackled there. Brereton Diaz steps past the late, and I was just saying about how he's better against the slower attackers. Brereton Diaz, a little bit of pace there. Overtook the lit, but it's off target. It's Southampton to come out the gates, looking for something in this match. They're not going to go easily. I don't think there'll be too much worry in terms of the result. But I don't think Southampton will just back down. I don't think they'll just say, right, yeah, they're going to get the record scoreline. They're going to say, well, if we're here, we're going to fight. And so far they've fought. Well, so far in the second half. First half is a bit of a walkover. They've come out the second half gates here looking for something. I'm not exactly sure what. I got to put this onto Dallo because it was meant to go to Dallo in the first place. Yeah, they're just holding strong right now. And honestly, 2-0 win's fine. I wouldn't be opposed to it, just as long as we win. Again, scorelines isn't really important to me, just as long as we get the 3 points. Stay ahead of Arsenal. Don't let this be a title race. Just let us kind of run away with it type thing. Bowman's going to get caught there. He's going to get caught this time though. Bowman. Ball across. Garnacho. Yeah, this team is fucking special, innit? This team is special. It doesn't matter who you put on the right hand side. I've realised now. Kvaratskhelia will deliver. Bowman will deliver. The difficult choice is, what do we do for that side? Does Bowman become a fully fledged first team member, become the starter, and we move on Kvaradona? Or do we just stick with how we're going, where we're giving him 50-50 game time? Because I'm fine with that. But eventually Bowman will take that spot. And it's a matter of, is it now, or is it maybe next season, or in 2 seasons' time perhaps? I don't know, but all I do know is that Bowman is not the future anymore. He is the current. It's a great bit of play to kind of escape from his man, make all the move in. The extra yard of pace he's developed in training as well has really helped him get through there. And Garnacho gets number 22 of the season. It is just electric from him. 2 assists and a goal today from Alejandro Garnacho. You can see why he has the Ballon d'Or. You can see why he's the best player in the world, and you can see why we've got so many results through him. But now Southampton looking to get something again. They're 3 down now, which means they're going to get even more angry and try and find something here. Ugarte blocks the initial shot. Second shot will come in from Ferreira. It's well saved at the near post by Zano Man. They'll get quite tired and probably make a move soon, but we do see a Southampton change as Brereton Diaz makes way for Phil and Jean, and I'm honestly considering just bringing on Rashford for Garnacho just to rest Garnacho. But again, he doesn't really need rest. He just needs a little bit of oil on the machine, and he just ticks on. Now Bowman, he does have that yard of pace to escape the Southampton defence that he didn't have before. It's only one defender that needs to get past now. He cuts all the way inside, and Roman Bowman will make it 4-0. And I tell you what, this man might be coming in as the starter. I love Kvaratskhelia, but Roman Bowman, he's a project since season 1, and he really just, the loan spells and the fact that we brought him back, the bringing it, like, the loan spells were a good idea to get him growing in the first place. But I think the best move we made with this man, I think the best thing, which is mad to think, was Ahmad's injury. Because without Ahmad's injury, we don't bring this man back, and we don't give him the opportunity to shine. And I love Ahmad. Of course I love Ahmad. He's one of my favourite players in real life. And in game, he's really fun to use. But when you get a generational talent, and yeah, I'm saying it, generational talent like Roman Bowman, you can't just ignore him. And Ahmad, it really pained me to sell him, but I think it was the right move for us and for Roman Bowman especially. Or for Anasio, I think it was there, trying to get the ball away. Kadiolu, I'm going to make changes here while the ball's out of play. De Ligt does want a Jerez, which is absolutely fine. We've got Diamande available rather than Martinez. Just keep the pace up a little bit at the back. 85 pace coming off the bench. Poor Southampton. Bergvall can get fucking 20 as well. And while we continue, I'm just going to... You know what? Do we really need to rest Garnacho or Bowman? We don't, do we? Kvaratskhelia can have the next. He might have the next. The way that Bowman and Garnacho have linked together in this particular game. I know it's bottom of the league, but Does he get the next? I don't know. What I do know is that we've got 2 players coming on, Bergval and I believe it was Diamande coming off with Delit and Hulmand. Good block by Diamande, almost immediately involved, as is Bergval, and we do get it away. And we could counter again, mate. We could counter again. It's just, we just got so much talent. I love it. Is Garnacho still on? He is. He's going to escape. He's going to escape. There's not really a question about it. Like, Ballon d'Or winner. Really, I should be subbing him off. But why would I when he's cooking? Escapes again. And this is on the weak foot as well this time. Absolutely unparalleled. When this team is on, there is nobody stopping it in the world. And I know this is kind of a showcase against last place, but it just shows what we can do. And this is even the full strength 11, most of it. Well, some of it anyway. Garnacho now with 23 Premier League goals. He may break the 30. He may yet break the 30. There's plenty of time for him to do so. When I say break the 30, just reference 30 Premier League goals last season from the Argentine, and now it could be Højlund for 6. It is Højlund for 6. Southampton, this is the worst team I think I've played in career mode. They're genuinely shit. We've split them open again. I don't know what's changed, but in the earlier seasons, this 5 at the back was difficult to break down. It was difficult to find a way through. This season, I'm guessing the quality's gone down. Harwood Bellis is still a solid defender, but some of these other defenders I don't really recognise. And we're just splitting them open like it's nobody's business. And again, I said as a joke we might hit the fucking 9-0. What? Why the joke? This could have genuinely happened. Garnacho's through again. Højlund's asking for it again for the hat-trick. It's saved by Muller, who hasn't saved much today, but does get the stop on that one. And who's to say we can't, even if we don't get 9-0, who's to say we can't get the record win under Carlos Rodriguez, which I believe is 7-0 over Fulham. Who says no? Like, we are on fire. And this isn't a whatchamacallit, a case of the difficulty being too low. This is a case of Southampton being shit and this team cooking at its highest potential. Closest Southampton have come is hitting the bar, and I still wasn't convinced they would score then. They still might get one to take with them today, but it won't matter to me anyway. Might matter slightly to one person, that's Zano Man, but even he's closed that down. I think Inacio got a flick to it. But just again with this Bowman kid, he is just absolutely insane, and the pace development as well has really helped. He's just got that extra yard that he didn't have before to make the space, pull that ball in. Garnacho gets never been good with the headers. Garnacho gets his hat trick, but he's never been good with the headers. Charlie Taylor getting a bookie in for the foul on Bergval. Obviously, we continued play. And Bergval might have just got the fucking easiest transfer of his life. He's just coming to a team that is ready to go treble. I feel bad dropping Mazraoui a few months before the potential treble is secure, but at the same time, you can't turn down an offer for Bergval, can you? And we brought in a very good replacement in Arnaud Martinez. It wasn't my main choice, I will admit, but quality. Poached him from a Champions League rival. Who, I'll be real, the reason I poached him from a Champions League rival is because I didn't know they were in the Champions League. I didn't realise they qualified, and that's on me. Oh, it's Cadiola to close down. Southampton really thought they were going to do something there. And unfortunately for the Saints today, it has just been glory, glory Man United. It has been one-way traffic, more or less. Roman Bowman will escape Harwood Bellis here, and he will try and find a ball in. Højlund for the hat-trick, perhaps, on the edge of the area. It's just, he's off balance as he shoots it. But again, I don't think he's really going to give a shit. I mean, it would have been a hat-trick for Højlund, but I think the three scorers have both got 2 goals each, if I'm not mistaken. That would have kind of ruined the pattern of that, I will admit. I think. I might be wrong on that. Fuck if I know. I think it's 2 for Højlund, 2 for Garnacho, 2 for Bowman, but
Maybe Fernandes got one along the line, but it does not matter. It was always going to be a one-sided affair, and it's proven to be exactly that. I mean, Southampton, and I'm not even saying this in a bad way, they're probably the worst team we face on this career mode. And that's including teams that have come up, like West Brom, like Bristol City. Some of these championship teams that come up and then obviously go back down again potentially as well. Southampton are the worst. Even with the Fulham 7-0, I still say Southampton are worse. It just, they let us through way too many times, and it showed. An avalanche of goals. I thought 2-0 at half-time might have been maybe the wake-up call they needed. But they did wake up for the first 10 minutes of the second half, did Southampton. I'll give them credit. Burton Diaz hitting the bar and looking dangerous. But then we just kind of overflowed them with quality again, and it was even more quality in the first half. So ultimately, at the end of the day, they did try to fight back in it, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. 55 to 45 in terms of possession for Southampton, 14 shots to 8, and they did get an expected goal in the end. Missing that crossbar hit was a big part of that, but 5.6 to 1.2 in the end in terms of expected goals. Manchester United wiping the floor with the bottom of the league, Southampton. 2-10s here. It really depends on who the game wants to give the man of the match to. I'm fine with either. But Garnacho and Bowman showing out on both wings there this game. 2 goals and 2 assists for Alejandro Garnacho, who not only is putting the ball in the back of the net, but he's helping other players put the ball in the back of the net as well. And it just shows why he's the Ballon d'Or winner, doesn't it? Bowman as well with a 10. He gets to the brace and an assist. He was dangerous all day, did not give anyone a break. Bruno with 2 assists from Cam. And the thing is, I didn't really notice Bruno today, so it shows just what he does, even when he's unnoticeable. Hoyland with the brace, but I think anyone could get a brace against Southampton. I still will give him credit, though, for getting back amongst the goals. 9.2. Agarte solid as usual. An assist and an 8.5 from Diogo Dalot. And an 8.4 from Oman, who did have a little bit to do in the second half, but did it with professionalism and with ease. He gets a hat-trick, or sorry, a clean sheet, an 8.4. If we got a hat-trick, that'd be a different question. De Ligt put it on a show as well, to be honest. And a couple of lower ratings, obviously, because he got subbed on late. Didn't really need to do much. But yeah, De Ligt was really impressive for me today as well. So maybe saving some of his stocks in this club. Man of the match for them, if you could pick one in a 6-0 loss, was Merlin Rolle, who gets a 7.5. Theate tried his best. He was the better of the defenders, 7.4, and then Flynn Downs, I mean, the traffic just went past him. He couldn't really stop it too much, but he did what he could, in all fairness. The goalkeeper, I think it was Muller. He looks like a regen by the looks of it. No, it's actually it's Florian Muller. Oh, fair enough. I didn't realize he signed him. 4 rating though. Maybe they're wishing they hadn't. 10 shots, 4 saves, 6 conceded per display. But in the end, we were always going to win. It was just a matter of how many. And the answer, for anyone who's wondering at home, is 6. And that maybe extends our lead at the top. It depends on what Arsenal did. What I do know is it was always going to be a fucking win. Never in doubt, in my opinion. That's one of the ones you just know. Bowman was on fucking fire today. And I'm tempted to give him back-to-back games, obviously, because we're coming up against Palace and it's his former loan club. And then giving Kvaratskhelia the Champions League because he's got more experience in it. I think that's kind of my thought process. Yeah, Cariolo's solid when he needs to be. Although, ultimately, there wasn't a lot that he needed to do. I'm happy to hype him up anyway. Like, really, all he needed to do was just stop a couple of things. And Agarte, I love Agarte. He's coming back to peak Agarte. Not quite there yet, obviously with the injury. I don't know if he'll ever get back to peak Agarte, but really love him in the midfield. Obviously in real life, he is coming along now. Had a bit of a shaky start. Seems to be doing better now in real life. In game, absolute unit in midfield. I love him. I absolutely love him. I've been occasionally thinking, do we want to go for a DM, see what we're thinking there, but we don't need to. And of course, the players that we've put up have said, yeah, I don't want to go. And I understand that, but you are not good enough to stay, unfortunately. I'm going to say it just bluntly. I'm nothing if not an honest man, alright? If you were good enough to stay, you could stay, but unfortunately, not to be. And no, it's not that as well. I mean, they are alright. They're good enough for depth, but it's just this team seems to have passed them quite far by now. We just seem to be too good. Right. Let's
Do we want to give Gillet a nod so he doesn't complain about his game time? I'm thinking yes. But I also don't want to ruin what we just did there with a stupid loss against Palace. Because it feels like if I put in Gillet now, we'll probably lose like fucking 7-0 or something. Just because we won 6-0. Just undeserved 7-0 loss or something coming out of absolutely fucking nowhere. It just feels like one of those scenarios. So I'm going to go with Gillet. But let it be known now that if we fucking lose this game with a ridiculous scoreline, Gillet might be on the verge of an exit. It wouldn't even be his own fault. But still, I digress. We continue then on into the next game, which is Palace. Our pressed advance, but it only went a day for some reason. We head into April. And if we were doing Youth Academy reports, they'd come up now. I don't think we are we? I just had to double check because I do not remember. We don't need to, that's the thing. We are where we are. And there is only one real absolute baller coming through. I mean, Orozco looks pretty good. He could be something, but unfortunately for Enrique Orozco, he is at a position where it is very, very highly sought after, and we've already decided on our men there, unfortunately. It will be Bowman on the right, and it'll be Garnacho on the left until Laurent's ready to go. And then Laurent will come in, and he'll just be a Garnacho, but maybe better, maybe worse, I don't know. But he'll definitely be involved. I think what I'm going to do is sell. I don't know. Maybe we don't need to sell anybody. We'll have Rashford as a striker depth, Scalia on the right, and then we'll have Laurent backing up Garnacho or something like that. I don't know. It's future plans. But basically, Orozco could be struggling to find a way into this team. So what I'm thinking is either we loan him or we just cash in for him and let him become a baller somewhere else. Any of these other top three now probably will just sell if we can. The only one I'm really caring about now, Leon Weston, who is still a way off, but he's only 14, so I'm not really worried at the moment. We will put him on a false back plan just to try and get a couple of passing stats and that up, and then we'll work on the speed again very, very soon. But of course, he's the main man that we need to try and grow now and see if we can get involved. We haven't done a youth tournament in a while, and that's purely because we don't have a goalkeeper. And also, I'm just not really bothered about doing youth tournaments. I forgot Barcola went to Wolfsburg. He might be within potential buying range if we ever needed to. Some of these players now look really, really good. And of course, Harry Kane on the way down 40 pace. Pretty sure he still scored against us when we played Atletico Madrid, but I think we won that one. And we have a message here, but I keep scrolling past it because I'm scrolling too fast. We've got a message from Marcus Rashford, who wants the game against Palace. My thought was we use Xerxes here and Rashford in the Champions League, but I don't know. What I do know is it's another team that's kind of low down the totem pole. Arsenal did lose. Who beat them? Who beat them? Oh, I want to give them a kiss. Oh yeah, we'd have to look at March because we're going to a new month. Well, we won 6-0. Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, you absolute beauties. Try to find a way out of the relegation zone. They beat Arsenal 1-0. That's absolutely fantastic. And it also extends the gap to 8 points. It's kind of unassailable now. After the 6-goal haul, we are scoring like nobody's business as we usually do. But also, the goals against is pretty damn good as well, isn't it? For me, who can't really defend too well, we'll take that. And I think Garnacho is starting to go clear at the top of the leaderboards. He's on 23 now. Gyökeres 21, Wahi 19, Diaz 17, Šeško 17. We've got any other features in here? Top 8. Xerxes in 8th somehow. It feels like years since he scored, and I know he scored recently. Probably, I think he scored last episode actually. Fernandes and Bowman enter the top 25 as well. Not too shabby. But I might go mostly unchanged for this next game. There's a couple I'm thinking of using just because they're former Palace players. One of them being Diamande, and the other one being Bowman, who obviously started last game anyway, so it would be a remaining player. So let's see what we got then in the news. Isak has been included amongst the Premier League's Player of the Month nominees alongside Bowman, Haaland and Garnacho. Curious who will get that. 2 United players nominated. Bruno, I wouldn't say falling off, but he's not been nominated for 2 months in a row now, so maybe age is catching up to him. Next up on the title row for Manchester United is giving us lowly Crystal Palace. Anyone crossing their fingers for the underdog? I'm personally not, but that's because I want to win the Premier League ASAP. We drew with Palace last time. I do not remember what the score was. I'm going to go check the calendar on that one.
City and Spurs play each other. Brentford beat Bournemouth. And yeah, Morales, Herrera, and I forgot his name. Bravo. All surplus to requirements, in my opinion. And after a great performance in the match against Southampton, Bowman is named player of the match. But again, it could have either gone to the current Ballon d'Or winner or probably a future Ballon d'Or winner. Let's be real, Roman Bowman has got to be in that category. And Bowman scores twice to put his name on the score sheet for Manchester United in their 6-0 win against Southampton. Both teams look solid. It was nice to watch. Are they watching a different Southampton? League leaders marched on towards a potential title by disposing of last place Southampton, and yeah, United fans didn't expect anything else. Bit closer than the other result this season, but it is what it is. Sometimes we hit that apex and we don't stop. That's the way it be in Manchester, even though we were in Southampton for that particular game. So before we go in, just double checking because I do not remember what the scoreline was. It feels like a wacky 4-all draw kind of game, but we drew against Palace last time around. We need to go one better this time if we want to keep our spot. Forgot we lost 4-0 to Liverpool. 2-all. Yeah, don't remind me of the 4-0 loss to Liverpool. That was just one of those games, wasn't it? Sometimes you get one of those games and that was it. So we drew 2-all last time. We're looking to go one better, like I said. Miguel Morales has gone offer for 4 million. I want to try and push that up to 5. I have a feeling they may walk out, and that might be silly Billy from me, to be honest. Oh. They're okay with it. He does have decent potential, to be honest. He's like 78 to 84, something like that. Or he was anyway, maybe 76 to 82 kind of area. Low 80s anyway. He'd be solid for West Brom. It's just, he wouldn't be even involved for us because we've got Zan Oman now, who is, I think, the goalkeeper probably for the rest of the save. If we're being realistic. 21 years of age, 92 rate. We got very lucky finding him. Just all around the ball or anything. He's going to be 93 very, very soon as well. And unless there's a fucking cataclysmic error that makes me want to sell him, which he's had a couple, I will admit, but we're still on very, very on board the Gillet train. We'll see what happens in this Palace match. He stays as backup, so I think the goalkeeper spot is sorted. Abel Ali, I would like to have come in somewhere, but at this point I'm not sure where. Amas I thought would grow a lot better, truth be told. He hasn't done that, and I think he probably goes in the summer and we find a new option for Kariolu as a backup left back, because Shaw, I'd like to keep him, but he's aging and his stats will slowly go down soon. So we're just kind of preparing for the future a little bit. Centre backs, we are fucking stacked, and even if we get rid of the lip, which probably is the case at this point, still stacked. It would either be Martinez, Yoro. It would be between, not Yoro, sorry, Martinez, Inacio, and Diamande. They'll rotate as the back three at that point, with Yoro getting involved here and there as well. Wood's going to come through eventually, long term. Isak Toure, probably going to move him on, to be honest. I only bought it because he was 6'9", to be honest with you. So, Dallo Martinez, probably the one for at least a couple more seasons. And then I think Martinez will take main stage with someone coming in behind him. Don't know yet. Depends on what regions we find. Hjulmand, Garty, Mainu, very happy with. Bergval can slot in anywhere as well. Tam and Jankovic as well. Centre mid depth is really good. Bruno, he's still going very, very strong, so no worries yet. And Land, obviously, behind him, he's also going very strong. Rashford, the only maybe now is the left wing spot, which is mad because that was one of the spots I had guaranteed. But I think Garnacho comes in. I don't know what we do with Kvaratskhelia, to be honest with you. Rashford probably goes striker, and Laurent will come in somewhere as well. Hutchinson continue to loan. Bowman and Kvaratskhelia will probably fight over that spot, but I think it's going to be Bowman sooner rather than later. And the striker options, we've got Xerxes, Højlund, but also Rashford comes in there. So we are set, basically, is what I'm trying to say, for a good while in this career mode. So let's go see what Palace have. Okay, I'm, pretty certain of winning this, but you just never know. Kova in goal, Rosen Esbrand and Baku as the fullbacks, Diego Carlos Lacroix and Chadi Riyad as the back three, and now 5-back team with Diego Carlos captain the side. Kamada and Wharton as the centre midfielders. Amo and Mayo, Amayo is the left winger. Raksaki is the right winger, who actually cooked us last time, I do remember. And Nketiah as a striker. I think Raksaki scored 2 early, and then we equalised with 2. That might have been a 2-all draw. Arda Güler as a substitute, which is mad. Roger, Ronald, Milik, Kenny, Knowles, and the Holding on the bench. Imagine putting Arda Güler and Rob Holding on the bench next to each other. That's mad, isn't it? 3 losses, 2 draws in their last 5. And I think if they do go down, we will go on an Arda Güler rescue mission, which may be the long-term replacement for Bruno. Unless we want to keep putting the faith in Land, which I'm happy to do as well. They play a kick and rush tactic. No key defensive players. Only key attacking player is Baku, and he's a right back, so I'm not really sure what they're going to bring. But I do know that their main player wasn't even in that lineup. Okay. Is Miles Sarr the only one on double figures with 10 goals in 25 appearances? Still looks pretty decent. He is still very fast, which is going to be a struggle for either Shaw or Cariolo to deal with. Probably Shaw today. Leave Cariolo for the Champions League. Nobody else really standing out. Couple with 3 goals here and there. Raksaki got 2 of the goals past us last time. Arda Güler has only had 10 appearances, which is mad, to be honest with you. He's wasting his career away at Palace. Unfortunately, that's how some of the career modes go for whatever reason. Yeah, it's a strong enough team to be higher than 16th, to be honest, but the reason they're not is probably because they're not starting Güler, which is very silly. But it is what it is as we go in and pick our squad. Bear in mind, of course, we do have a game against Leipzig next, so we're going to rotate a little bit. Gillet gets a nod. Shaw, yeah. Yoro, yeah. I'm going to put Martinez in because he didn't play last game. He'll recover by the time we play Leipzig. Yeah, Hjulmand minus fine. Bruno comes up for Land. Need Bruno at tippy-toppy form. And yeah, we'll go Bowman again. Fuck it. Bowman and Garnacho can recycle. Though, Rashford wanted starting spot. So what we'll do is we'll bench Xerxes and Rashford can have a starting spot, and then we'll bring on Xerxes later because I was wanting to use Xerxes for this game and then Rashford next, but Rashford was asking for a start, and the way he's been playing, I can't really say nah, sorry mate. So the team we're going to use against Crystal Palace. I was going to use Diamande actually, wasn't I? Never mind. Sorry, Lenny. Actually, no, not sorry, Lenny. Diamande can rest, and we'll bring him on second half or something. Yaro's had some good displays recently. I want to try and continue with that. Gillet in goal, Shaw and Cariolo as the fullbacks. Why are they the fullbacks, you might be asking? Because I changed this form. I haven't fixed this formation yet, to be honest with you. Martinez comes in. I didn't even notice. We'll keep Dallo on the bench. He plays both sides if we need to bring one on. So yeah, Martinez and Shaw as the fullbacks. The other Martinez and Yoro as the centre backs. Maido and Hjulmand as the DMs, with Hjulmand having the armband. Still never been on board with that, and it still won't occur today. Give it to our striker. Usually it would go to Shaw, but Rashford's been playing so well, he deserves it. Land at Cam, Garnacho off the left, Bowman off the right, Rashford striker and captain. At Old Trafford then, ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the Champions League quarterfinals, we have Crystal Palace. We host them at Old Trafford. Let's get into it. Right, I expect... Ooh, 150... Ooh. Okay, 150 career was for Carlos Rodriguez. I expect another 3 points. 151 here, to be honest, but I just don't know. My throat's going a little bit, so water is needed, and I've got some. So sorry if you can hear me drinking it very loudly.
Okay, with us, I'm still going to look at the Palace lineup, but again, I'm not really too worried. I think we're more than capable. I do really like the fact that Rashford's kind of gone into that striker role because it gives Garnacho pretty much every start off the wing. That means that Rashford's not unhappy as well. I mean, he's still unhappy his play time for now, but he's getting plenty. Kovar, Mukiele, Riyad, Lacroix, Diego Carlos. I can't read the fucking left back's name. Basically, they've got that team, and it's even more rotated than I. Right, Palace, I'm not being funny. If you want to stay up, you play your best players. I know Rexeki did well last time, but let's be real. A bit silly. But we should be able to even overcome this then. Rexeki might be the only issue, because he was last time as well. They've already found him. I tried to. Shaw's misread it completely. Thankfully, for cover, Luke Shaw does have Kobe Mainu, who has the energy and the ability to keep up with Rexeki should it be required. Which it probably will be required. Header one by Arno Martinez and we get it away. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry, fucking Garnacho. Not where I wanted it to go, I'll be real. It wasn't meant for land. It was not meant for land, it was meant for Rashford. I think it was, yeah, it was marked actually. It could have even maybe found Bowman. But we just released Garnacho already and he's kind of put his influence on the game, even if it hasn't led to a goal yet. It will. It will lead to a goal. Just feels ever so slightly unfair that we've got the Ballon d'Or winner, but when he's been putting the performances in like he has, and when we've been putting in the performances like we have, it's hard to deny. They absolutely smashed Southampton. 8 points clear. We need Arsenal. I mean, we don't really need Arsenal to drop points. It'd be nice. Oh, good fucking work by Bowman. It was a rough touch by Arademola. Bowman, ref. He's trying to go for the fucking ball. I understand that, but he's gone for revenge. And I meant to pass that to Rashford a touch earlier, but I'm low-key glad I didn't now. He's trying to catch up with Bowman, and he's got all of the Englishmen and none of the ball. And it is a penalty, Manchester United. And although Rashford is stepping up to it, it will be whoever wins it takes it. And Rashford knows this. He's just kind of getting the lay of the land. And he's going to say, yeah, Roman, up you come, fella. Apparently, Bowman has worse penalties than Lisandro Martinez. And Bowman, never in doubt. Coolly taken. 1-0 against his former club, and he will celebrate. It was only a loan deal, wasn't a permanent deal, so he can celebrate as much as he likes. Pretty sure he showed respect the first time he scored past him anyway. Like the first time when he came back off a loan. But yeah, absolutely no doubt. Keeper probably saves that if he dives, but he didn't. And that's all that really matters if we're being real. What matters is we've got an early lead, and it's a deserved lead as well. Bowman winning the penalty. Having the ball to take the penalty as well. Love this man so much, man. He already had very good hopes because of the rhyming name. But I didn't think he'd be this good this quick. And we've got, well, I've got 11 more seasons of him. So he realistically does stay till the end. I'm assuming there's Ballon d'Ors in his future as well. Wharton going to try and close him down, and he knows that, so he's going to try and find land and then go again because Wharton's left him in fucking space again. And Roman Bowman could try and find an option in the middle here. It's going to bounce not quite to Garnacho. I maybe could have gone solo again, but tried to go on selfish, maybe not the right move. Yeah, I don't know why they've gone with Milik today. They don't really have a striker because they've got Nketiah as well. So like I said, they don't really have a striker. Garnacho back out to Land. Tigo Land. He's going to be something, isn't he? And I think, honestly,
I don't really know what to, like, it might be another fucking cricket score this way. Garnacho once again provider. Landon left the space to shoot. He ain't going to say no, is he? T-goal Land, second Premier League goal. And more often than not when we sign this bloke, we don't really have the time to integrate him into the team. This time we have had time, even if it's only going to be 6 months potentially. And he's going to leave a lasting impression. Unfortunately for Mr. Land, he probably won't get a Champions League final appearance purely because Bruno will be the captain going into that, and I don't really want to bring him off because I don't know who will give the armband to. I don't want like Hjulmand lift. No, I don't think it's Hjulmand. I just don't want him lifting the trophy when it should be someone who's been here for a long time. Land. I tried to. Actually, maybe just could have smacked it again. To be honest, tried to slot it to Bowman. It's been. I mean, it's been one-sided again. Good save, Kovar. Garnacho making a mockery of the centre-back. But Kovar prevents 3-0. It's very good, isn't it? We aren't bad, are we? Rashford. It's a fucking terrible ball, I will admit. Yoro knocks it out of Land. Can't find. I think it was Luke Shaw who's trying to thread it through to, but couldn't find him. And now, Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo, you are beloved at this club, ain't you? Martinez gets to Bowman. Can we find Rashford towards the back post? No, it's closed down. Good closing down, to be fair. Bristol City lead West Ham. Some weird results going in the Prem. Arsenal losing at Forest. They're in the relegation zone. Now Bristol losing at West Ham. Meanwhile, we are just carving teams apart. I'm fairly confident I can see them to the end of the Premier League season now, and just be like, yeah, we've fucking walked this. Bowman again. This time from open play. It is a little bit easy. We are running roughshod over Premier League teams now, and it's well, what? There's a substitution just 26 minutes in. What? Who's just come off? I'm assuming Sar's come. Fernandez has come on for Amo Amiyar. Mate, I'm going to be real with you. Don't start your fucking backups against the Premier League champions. You wouldn't have to fucking worry, would you? Garnacho, Rashford's asking for it. Will Rashford get it? He will. Oh my god. Oh, it's a good save from Kovar. We are just inevitable at this point, I think. Condolences to anyone who comes against us. Just gonna go short. Play it smart. I don't really like Land's deliveries, so we'll go short. Not quite where I was looking. I was looking for this Martinez. It's alright. Yoro. Bowman for the hat-trick. No, surely not. Surely not. No. Good save. The problem is, Kvaratskhelia is so good that you can't really be loaning him, selling him, dropping him, benching him kind of area. But Bowman is so good that I trust him now, and he's only 19, and we've got fucking 11 more years of career mode, and he'll probably play all 11 years. Mainoo. Land. Garnacho. Off we go again. Just tearing defences to smithereens. Ball in towards Rashford is not the best, I will admit. Maybe a bit of work on his passing would be an idea after the pace development he's on. Speaking of pace, Raksaki might find something. Never mind. We've got plenty of cover. We are just inevitable. Joe, I feel sorry for Leipzig, mate. can't quite pick out Rashford there with the ball over. Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for Leipzig. I will admit 2 of these teams that we played today are in the bottom area of the Premier League, but at the same time, we just outclassed them, as we should, but like, more than I thought we would. And it could be more than 3, probably should be more than 3, to be honest with you. Great press by Luke Shaw. Now it is this man again. Going to try and find Bowman for the hat-trick. It will be the hat-trick. It's a great ball across from Garnacho, and it is a one-sided performance. It is a Roman Bowman hat-trick against his former club. What is going on? I knew we were good, but holy shit. We've scored 10 goals already and we've only played we've played a game and a half and we've already got double figures. Right. This team is fucking nuts. This man here, Roman Bowman. Again, like I said, he's not the future, he's the current. And I thought that fucking Southampton might be the record score. It might be the record score here. Arna Martinez wins this corner. I promise you this is on world class. I promise. The reason I don't want to switch it up to Legendary is because we're so close to what we want to accomplish. And I feel like Legendary would just be a step back. Land. Oh, just the wrong side. Thought it was 5. The Dutchman. Unlucky. It sat really nicely as well. I thought it had found the bottom left, but just the wrong side. I mean, I might like the AI take control. I might like the AI take the wheel for the second half. One-sided in Old Trafford. It's more of a when than an if in terms of the Premier League. Could it be done today? Doubtful. We've only got one more Premier League game today. Will it be done next episode? I mean, I wouldn't bet against it where we're playing. It's another one-sided half. I love having hiccups whenever I stream. My favourite. 15 out of 41 in terms of possession. 10 shots to none. And 3.2 expected goals to none as well. It feels like we're playing against the Crystal Palace C team, to be honest with you. Absolutely nothing of substance from them. Anything they have tried, they've failed. Somehow Bowman, despite having a first half hat-trick, does not have man of the match of the half. Teagle Land dropping in our 10. A goal and an assist from a Dutchman. Bowman with a hat-trick, of course, and a 9.8, and the other 2 assists coming from the Ballon d'Or winners on a 9.7. Just doesn't seem to want to stop. Euro and Minu solid as well. Not really bad performances. It's just lack of anything to do. Like, Martinez and Yulman haven't really needed to be involved. Gillet hasn't had to make a save yet. Shaw's been good when he's been called upon. Will Crystal Palace do what Southampton did and come out of the second half all guns blazing? Don't know, because we're kicking off. Hat-trick for Bowman, including that penalty that he fairly won. And a goal from Land. Kinda has us clear right now. Garnacho trying to cut in straight away. Rexaki. Try to find anything. Will he find something for Palace here? Not with Luke Shaw on job. Or maybe with Luke Shaw on job, but Martinez comes into cover. Can't lie, Luke Shaw's tired already. Doesn't quite have the Guardiola kind of speed and stamina, does he? Does like to get involved though, bless him, so we'll allow him to. Good play between him and Garnacho, who goes for number 5. It's closed down. Land and Shaw. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Pressed across, but he's done well to win it back. Just fucking scintillating football, isn't it? It's just scintillating. It's absolutely unreal football. Land, he's very, very good, isn't he? I think we found our Bruno Fernandes heir to the throne once he starts depreciating overall. The further we go, the more game time Land gets, I think. And obviously it means the less Bruno will get as he depreciates in overall. But we're not even close to him going all the way down yet. He's only down at 91 from 92. So, like, it's not a worry yet. But this man, Tigo Land, has the ability. Referee. Somehow not a booking. I'm going to be honest, there's only one real reason I'm doing this, and I love Land. But I'm going to bring him off. Because Bruno, he's a bit good at the little dead balls, isn't he? But Land's putting a fucking shift today. So respect to Tigo Land for that. Won the foul. 2 goals and an assist as well from a Dutchman. Definitely in the up at Manchester United. And I think he's only rated at 22 years of age. He has got plenty of time on his side and plenty of growth to be given. Put in a very good shift already. And he wouldn't be coming off if you hadn't won the free kick in such a good position. In a Bruno position, perhaps. You might be thinking, I'll be thinking, yeah, Bruno position. See what he can do from this kind of range. Will he even test the keeper? Will he score, perhaps? Oh, he's hit the wall. That's unfortunate. Brought off Land for that. That's fine. It's fine. Land's putting more in his fair share of shift today. Oh, it's an escape from Arnaud Martinez for Fernandes. It's going to bounce through. You've got to be kidding me, man. It just... Do you know what? I'm not even mad. It's funny. Palace get on back in the stupidest of ways. You don't laugh, you'll cry, won't you? First shot of the day. Palace find one, but again, I think to the scoreline it won't really be a big deal. I don't know why Rodriguez is overreacting. I just want to see, has that gone through Martinez? I'm assuming no, but it's just funny. It's a great run, don't get me wrong. Martinez has been left in the dust. I block it with Yoro absolutely perfectly. It's a great block, but that doesn't mean fuck all. All it means is it's going to bounce to their striker, which it does perfectly, of course, and it's just a really good touch, I think. Yeah, just a good touch from Milik, and Martinez doesn't quite read it right. It's a good finish. Again, I don't think it's going to be a worry, but one back for Palace. Strange things have happened in this video game. Palace play Liverpool next. That's going to help their relegation fight. And we take on fucking Leipzig. I don't know who we take on in the Prem. Can't remember. I want to say bloody Chelsea, but I don't remember. Probably Pentley given elsewhere. I'm not really giving a shit. It's just for Arsenal. West Ham. Fucking hell, great game for the neutrals, that one. It's 3-2. Saki offside, and I said I'd bring on Diamande. Good do so. Double substitution, I didn't read who. I think Raksaki was coming off. Presuming to bring on Ismail Sarr. 64 minutes after he should have done, he should have started, is what I'm saying. Yoro comes on for Diamande. Or comes off for Diamande, I should say. I thought my audio wasn't working then, but I realised my phone's volume was all the way down for some reason. Yeah, Sarr coming on, Milik coming off for Nketiah as well. And we brought on Diamande against his former club like I said we would. Man of my word. Not the move we wanted, but it's led to something. Try and float it in. That's a bit more float than I thought it was going to float. Try and float it back in. Bit better, not spectacular. Also was going to make Xerxes come up Not make Xerxes come on. I wasn't going to say, "Oi, dickhead," on your cam, but we'll do that now because I forget otherwise. And there was something else I wanted to do, but I have forgotten. So, oh yeah, Kvaratskhelia. We've gone out to a slight rest before Leipzig. Need to cook like we've been cooking today if we want to cook, if we want to get through to semi-finals. City lead Spurs. Big Earl with the goal. I don't know if his substitutions will even go through on time, but like, I'm not being funny. He's even fucking worked on his pace, and it's a bloody cheat code now. Rashi. Oh, great save. It's a good touch from Rashford to control it as well, under the pressure. But prevention of 6-1 there, and now it could be a 6-2. If we ain't careful, it's Ismaila Sarr on his way through. Absolutely shanks it. And changes now. Rashi and Garnacho for Kvara and Xerxes. Again, it won't be the record score, and in the second half, it's 1-1. Yeah, tried to header it. It didn't even, to be honest, it didn't even go to the right man for the header, which is why we didn't win the header. It doesn't help proceedings, I'm being real. Honestly, Arno Martinez is a bit of a miss so far. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So far, he's time on his side, and Ketia whacks it way wide. Shock, as striker is bad. Again, no worries, no qualms. 11 goals in the 2 Premier League fixtures we played so far today. Sets us up really nicely, I will be honest with you. And it's not over yet. I mean, there'll be more to come. There probably will be more to come. Bruno's left in fucking acres. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad from the Capitan. Well, not the Capitan today. I don't know who the armband's gone to now. I'm presuming Yulman because he subbed off Rashford. "11 minutes to run down the clock. I am of no rush to get this game done. I'm not really too fussed about what happens now. Obviously, we get 6 easy points to warm us up for the Champions League. The only problem is now we've got Chelsea when we come back from the first leg. Kvaratskhelia, a great touch and an okay finish, but it's blocked by Cherry Riyadh. The idea was good. Execution, well, because it got blocked, was not good. Guaradona. Shaw. Ball comes in towards Zerk. Can't get the header. Cleared away. Could be counter now. Maybe could have brought in Cariolo. Haven't done now, but maybe could have back in the day. Oh, good ball. Good save, Gillet. I mean, Ketia had all the time in the world. I don't know why he shot from there, for being honest. But if he wants to fucking piss it away, I'm fine with letting him piss it away. No worries in my fucking court, mate. If he wants to just twat it from miles, he could twat it from miles. Ball down by Xerxes. It's going to be not quite cleared. I kind of had a feeling Bruno was going to get tackled. Bowman's still on the pitch. I forgot to sub him off. Fine. First half has kind of made him unsubbable. Plus he scored 4 in a Premier League game before anyway. Who's to say he can't do it again? I'd like to say I'm joking, but Aston Villa would have some words on it. Oh, I've aimed at Bruno. I just try to make Bowman a hater now. Shaw is on his last legs, which is fine because he ain't gonna make a trip to Germany anyway. Be a Cariolo, Dallo full-back partnership, of course, with Martinez travelling and Shaw just chilling. Doing TikToks and Molly May probably. Bad to assume. I wanted to play that to the edge of the area to Bowman, but he was fouled off the ball and the ref saw fuck all wrong with it. So ultimately, we don't get what we want there. They've now brought in Arda Güler, which means they might actually have a fighting chance of getting something else. Ball in is nice. Finish is nice. shock is you bring on good players and they do something for you. Who would have seen that one coming? Eddie Nketiah and Crystal Palace celebrating like they've won the game. They are 5-2 down. They're hyping that volley up as if it's a Puskás Award fucking goal. Fair enough, I suppose. I mean, enjoy it. Like, it's not like I'm worried. Again, there's about 2 minutes of added time left and we are 3 goals clear. It's not really a worry. I have been fouled there, though. Bruno's injured from this. We're going to be fucking fist fighting whoever the fuck fouled me. Yellow card for Kamada, but as long as Bruno isn't injured, we're fine. Seems to be walking. I knew the intention behind it. It's just we've already played the ball. He's gone. Aye, ref. He's gone in 2-footed. That was that yellow. Right. Yeah, Rodriguez. For sometimes when you protest yellow cards, I will not understand why you protest them when they are just yellow. That one I'm on your side for. How the fuck is that not a red? The 2-footed challenge. Tried to slot it for Xerxes. It doesn't matter. We're done the job. Another dub en route to hopefully a 3rd successive Premier League title. Sooner rather than later, pulls. More fucking good, isn't it? It's just more good from Man United. You love to see that. 58-42 turns possession, 16 shots to 5, and 4.2 expected goals to 1.9. Got a little bit complacent, I will admit, but this is a Man United I want to see because they actually make me happy. I'm not depressed. Right, performances then. Again, Roman Bowman up there with a 10, Teagle Land up there with a 10. Oh my god, it is a beautiful day in Manchester. Roman Bowman with a hat-trick and a 10. Teagle Land with 2 goals, an assist, and a 10 as well. Garnacho with 2 assists and a 9.6. Mino, just a fucking, what's the word? Absolute fantastic player. Shaw with us an 8.8 as well. Do you know what? All around, even with some of the shitters, and even Gillet was the worst, that's because he let in 2 of the 3 shots on his goal. But it doesn't matter when we're scoring 5. 3 shots, 1 save, 2 conceded from Gillet does not really give him confidence, but whatever, innit. Ketty was their joint man of the match, a goal and an 8.1. Kamada, who should have been sent off at the end, gets an assist and an 8.1 as well. Charlie Riyad, actually not a bad defender in that one for what he tried to do. And the other goal coming from Arkadiusz Milik, who got very, very lucky. He got 7.5 as well. And Goulet probably should have started, shouldn't he? Let's be real. He's the best player by a country mile at Crystal Palace, and for some reason isn't getting the game time. It's mad. It really is mad. Their depth is kind of shit though, to be fair. But yeah, fantastic display. Sometimes you gotta love it, and I do. I do at the moment. Great momentum heading in to the Champions League. West Ham did end up winning. Curious what Arsenal did. If they lost again, we go 11 points clear. Which is honestly a madness. I don't really know what to say at that point. Courage Martinez. Martinez didn't do that great, I'll be real, but you got to encourage your players, especially before Champions League. Garnacho is unplayable. That's just because he's Garnacho, to be honest. It doesn't really matter about the dribbles. He'll dribble 1 time and he'll still be unplayable. He's just that fucking good. We'll encourage the boy. We don't want to get too big-headed before the important games. And Roman Bowman just again cooking with gas. A hat-trick against his former club. Celebrate that man. He can get complacent because I don't think he's going to thwart.
All right, we have got Champions League next. I've also got an offer from Miles Morales. I don't know why I keep calling him that. He's not Spider-Man. Miguel Morales. Respectfully, Swansea, I do not want your Cooper. You match the Brom offer, you can have him. Hold on, let me just negotiate in it. I'm not moving from 5 million. If West Brom are willing to pay it, if you've not got it, you're not getting the player, unfortunately. Wages shouldn't be too bad because I think he's still in quite a low wage area. Yeah, fantastic. Let's get them on the go then, hopefully. Hopefully one of them will come in and say, yeah, we'll have him. Yeah, Rashford's happy to get the game time. I don't think he actually contributed, but I don't really mind. We were kind of saving him for this game. And Mexico, I respect your offer and everything, but will you be in the Euros? We're going to say no, because you're not a European country. Shit. I forgot to do the plan. Because I caught it before it fucking went too far. Which means I've missed out on a day of fitness now, which is a problemo, but the fine. The solution, though, is that we just use other players. Again, I shouldn't really take this attitude, because it is the Champions League quarters, but admittedly, Leipzig don't really worry me too much. I'm going to be transparent as I can be. Leipzig ain't really worrying me. It's just, I need kinda to not bottle it. So I would like to still go strong squad. Although, thinking on that, we've got Chelsea as well in between. It's selection headache, low-key. But at the same time, it should be fine. Garnacho's just got nearly full fitness. I don't understand this man. He's a fucking madman. I haven't done anything with the ones that are hopefully outgoing because they probably won't play. And again, they're hopefully outgoing. I'm just making sure everyone who is involved is on the right plan, which it looks like they are. And if they're not, then I can't read. Marcelo Bravo, I don't really know what I could get from him. He's got good potential. We'll just delegate and see what they want to fucking say. And we will advance now that I've done the plans. Now that I didn't forget. An offer from America. What I've noticed in this game is the American offers don't seem to really go through ever. So I'm not holding out hope for that one. What I do know is that we are here. And that we are ready to go. Obviously, it'll show us the team for Leipzig, but I just want to double check what they've got out of their whole squadron. I can probably push up to 2, can't I? I know it's not like, you know, that big of a deal, but I'm nitpicky as fuck. We're going to try and get 2, and if they say like 1.75 or something, it's fine. Oh, they just walk out. No problem. Atlanta want him. I don't want Lewis Abram. If you can match a 3.5 that they're looking to pay, then you can have him, Atlanta. Better Brad Guzan anyway. The relic of Brad Guzan sitting in your net. Right then, I just want to take a quick look at how the Premier... Well, some of these games have been played already. I'm going to be honest with you. Inter Milan are in the semi-finals, and I'm frankly concerned. Unless Athletic Club Bilbao pull off something special, I think we've already got one participant in the semi-finals. Barcelona and Arsenal still in the balance, but 1-0 to Barcelona isn't a bad scoreline of Rooney. But what I was going to look at was the Premier League, and I just wanted to see if Arsenal dropped more points, which they didn't. They defeated whoever they were playing, and they were playing Leicester. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Understandable. Wolves beat Chelsea 3-0 though. That might be something to look forward to when we go to Stamford Bridge. Fulham play Arsenal. Fulham are kind of falling a little bit, I will be honest with you. Last season they were kind of high, or maybe this season as well. All kind of has gone into one at this point. Nottingham Forest looking to escape, which we're doing all right with at the moment. Newcastle climb up into the top half. Spurs fall into the bottom half. Not all teams have played yet though. Obviously, games in hand with FA Cups, Carabao Cups, Champions Leagues will end up falling into place. We'll probably have some of them as well as we continue through the competitions. But yeah, what I was looking like, I was wanting to look at the Premier League, but my God, Inter Milan have already run roughshod over Athletic Club. But before we even go in and see anything, because it won't show me the full squad, it never does. Let's go have a little in depth at Leipzig. I don't mean to so much, by the way. I'm just kind of thinking too fast and speaking too slow, or the other way around. It kind of just catches up to me too quickly. So they've got Barry Shield. Baumgartner's decent. João Cancelo. He'll be slowing down. That's fine. Bento, solid keeper. Cunha, Dumfries. Taylor Evans looks like a decent. Done it again. Decent centre back option. Elmas. An aging Jimenez, who will still have good experience. Nonto. Curler's not great. Haidara, Laporte as well. They kind of got an aging team, although Loco was somebody we were looking at to back up Cariolo at one point. They still might go back in for. Mariba hasn't really hit his potential. Nusa hasn't really got his yet. All Black, we kind of signed one of the Slovenians from Atletico Madrid, and Leipzig signed the other. Ouedraogo, still got exciting prospect. Openda's fucking good. Pickford's there as well. Yeah, I can see why they've got to where they got to be honest. And Vuskovic as well, still very young. He'll break in. And Timo Werner. Oh, God, I hope they start Timo Werner. But no, I'm really... they're strong, but I'm confident we can beat them without too much of an issue. It won't be these 5-1s and 6-0s you've just seen. It'll probably be like a 3-1 or something. I feel like we can win, though. I would say we can win 3-1, something like that. And then just kind of... just coast through the second leg back at Old Trafford. But that's just me anyway. So let's take a look at the news. Torino and AGF are playing. France beats Scotland. Inter Milan absolutely smash up Athletic Club, so that means they're probably not going to go through. Garnacho gets Premier League Player of the Month. Garnacho's impressive performances. Manchester United earned him the Premier League Player of the Month award. Who else could you really give it to be honest? And Team of the Week is like this. Garnacho, surprisingly, not in it somehow. I'm assuming Somerville just fucking cooked against Bristol City, which makes sense because they're Bristol City. But we do have 4 in there. Lenny Yoro, who's really getting some confidence back for him and for Manchester United. He might even get involved in the starting lineup next year. Luke Shaw, Bowman, and Land all involved with that, which is fair enough. Bowman and Land both getting 10 ratings. Mexico have been declined by us, I will admit. My apologies. 31 goal involvements in 27 games, 23 goals, 8 assists, and an average rating of 8 from our Ballon d'Or winner. Fulham beat Bournemouth. Haaland got a hat-trick over Spurs. Gyökeres got a hat-trick over Leicester, which means I think he goes back top of the Golden Boot list now, which is a bit concerning. After a great match, great performance in the match against Crystal Palace, Land is named player of the match, and Bowman scored a thrilling hat-trick to outclass a woeful Crystal Palace and Man United's 5-2 win. As you can see, we got a bit complacent towards the end. But we drew the last time, so we won this time, which means we've kind of done a dirty over him. Vlahovic has turned into Cristiano Vlahovic, apparently. Premier League, yeah. It is going to be a fucking fight to the death, because after that hat-trick, Gyökeres regains top spot. Why he's involved as well. Haaland and Diaz climbing up. And in the FA Cup, I'm not really too fussed, but a Leyton Orient player is top with Rashford right there. But my main thing was what I was wanting to look at was a Champions League one. Vlahovic. Mate, fair enough. You know what? Sometimes you just have to put your hands up and say, yeah, all right, you are him. Vinny, Mbappe, Palmer, even Ribeiro of Club Brugge up there, but they had to qualify, so they've had more games. Noah Lang as well. We've not really got anybody up here, have we? Rasmus Højlund's our highest for 6 and 6. But it's because we rotate our team so much. And it's just surprising that we don't have more in there, to be honest. Top assists isn't even us either. It's Marcus Thuram, Lucas Paquetá at Athletic Club, Haidara and Vinny Jr. as well. Bruno in there just about. And again, like I said, we rotate a team so much with Champions League games. It really depends who we come up against. So it's not really consistent statistics from the Champions League. I don't think we'll get the Golden Boot in the Champions League unless there's some insane showing from somebody, which don't rule out at all. Herrera, did I accept this offer already? This is one I negotiated with. We still have to negotiate with Bergval, even though he's been here since January. So that's always cool as well. But before we go and see what we're facing, let's get to the media.
Bruno Fernandes did well last game. Well, he played last game. To be honest, it was more Land, because Land started, but Fernandes is very, very good, and in a situation like this, oh shit. In a situation like this, I trust him. Mate, he's not even in the. That's not even in the complacent. Oh, it's just about. Nah. Oh, stop asking me questions about Bruno. Fuck's sake! I got to encourage him. Keep his. Oh no, he's gonna be complacent. But he plays good anyway. Stop asking me questions about Fernandes. So give me something else. Right, lovely. Fans have been taking to social media in anticipation who's going to come out top between Dumfries and Garnacho. That's like asking who's going to come out top between a tractor and a Ferrari. I think you know the answer. Don't want to get Garnacho complacent because he might just not be that good when he's complacent. Bruno can handle complacency. I don't know if Garnacho really can as much. Because I've never really let him be complacent. Because he's the best in the world doesn't mean he can just sit on his laurels. He has to fucking still perform for us. Right then, let's see what we've got for this game against Leipzig. What they've got, I should say. I know what we've got. They've got a 4-3-2 with Galacci in between the sticks. Didn't realise he still had him. I'm assuming that's probably because he's retiring in the season. I don't think I even saw his name. They probably won't be starting him in net, will they? Let's be real. They'll probably start either Oblak or Pickford in. But they try to lie to me, try to get me off track here. Loco left back, Dumfries right back, Laporte and Jimenez centre backs, Haidara and Java, Schlager as the. I don't know why I've put his first name actually. It's Schlager in it. I'm not being stupid or anything like that. CDMs anyway. With Haidara captain in the side, Baumgartner and Elmas as the cams, Cunha and Openda as the strikers. They got Bento, João Cancelo, Badiashile, Nonto, Werner, Evans, and Wheatley all on the bench. I forgot we loaned them Wheatley. He may come up against us in this one. Do you know what? Fair play. Champions League experience for Ethan Wheatley. I'm not against it. Unfortunately, his path will end here, but he'll become back to United in the summer. So I'm hoping his path ends here. I hope I've not got too much confidence. They go for the gegenpressing tactic, which is fair enough. Dumfries and Jimenez as the key defensive players, and with 3 wins out of their last 5, 1 draw, 1 loss. They aren't in bad form. They're leading lights in the Champions League. Cunha with 3, Openda with 5. 5 assists from Haidara from centre defensive mid as well. Ain't anything to sneeze at. But their best player, it looks like, has been Elmas. 6 and 3 from the cam spot. And you know what? It's not a bad team, to be honest with you. There might be some struggles. I think maybe my main struggle will be with Openda and Elmas. But I think we can do it. I think we're stronger, definitely. It's just about me being able to play FIFA, which is obviously always a concern. Tiredness, quite a bit on the bench. Oman in goal. Yeah, back 4 is fine. Experienced back 4, I think, is what we need in this one. So I'm okay with that. That's not what I press, but we ball, I guess. Leave back Val on the reserves, I think. Right, yeah, back 4 is fine. Midfield's. Yeah, I think I'm more inclined to go with this midfield because we don't really need to sit too far back. I'd be more happy to have, Minu push up a bit, help the attack. And you know what? I don't think change I'm going to make for this main squad is, of course, Marcus Rashford. I think that's how we roll for this one. So that is the team that will go in to face Leipzig at the Red Bull Arena. We've gone pretty much our strongest, so I'm hoping it is our best. I'm hoping we do incredible things. The only concern is De Ligt, but I'm happy to keep the faith in him just because of his experience and because he's played in Germany, so he should know really how to defend against Leipzig a bit better than some of these players. So we've got Oman in goal, Cariolo and Dallo as the fullbacks, Martinez and De Ligt as the centre-backs, Maidu and Hjulmand as the CDMs, Fernandes at cam and, of course, the captain, Garnacho off the left, Skelly off the right, Rashford at striker. He has been killing it recently. Be silly not to put him there. At the Red Bull Arena then, for the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final, is Red Bull Leipzig versus Manchester United. Well, let's see what they're actually going to use. I am ready to go. Off we go then. We are going against a completely different beast than we have today so far. Ignore the voice crack, it wasn't intentional. Two relegation threatened sides in the Premier League to one of the elite German sides is kind of a bit of a step up. I wouldn't really say they're an elite German side, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm calling them that because they're one of two German sides still in the Champions League. So it's kind of a given. They're in the Champions League still, so they're elite, aren't they? And it's a great ball through, and it could be 1-0 already. Do you know what? It is. It's really good play. And you know what? This is what we always do in the Champions League as well. This is always what we do. We always go down early, and then we fight back. Good afternoon, Demon Aid. Welcome to the stream, mate. How did I feel about King of Sweden in the Music League? It got the most points from me. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think that's the song I gave the most points to. And yeah, it's just really good playing it. It's a great ball through. And Openda was the one I was concerned about. So, no surprise, he's fucking bagged first. But every time in the Champions League, we always concede first, and it's always high-scoring affairs. So, I'm excited for this one to spring into action. Unfortunately, they're the ones that sprung it into action first. Is what it is. I didn't want to give that to Fernandez. Oh, shitty hell. Where? Okay. Lovely Dallo. But it's stupid from Elmas to do that, trying to do that kind of pass, but we'll get it away. Visitation is just better. You're not top of the league though, so I don't know if I'd agree. Granted, I'm not top of the league either. I'm closer to the bottom, but that's beside the point. Why is Martinez straying so far forward? I don't know, don't care. Oh, Garnacho gets a shot blocked by Gomez. I think the wind is kind of playing a bit of a factor today. Ball just seems to be moving a bit weird. Martinez on job. Really, Kadioglu is just a left mid, and Martinez is also centre back and left back, isn't he? Kind of the way we do it. I'm not really too fussed though. It usually works. Baumgartner escapes. It should be a headed winnering header against the Penda, but it was Martinez trying to win the header. So 2 players below 6 foot. Could have gone either way. Oh, Kadioglu. Rashford stay on side. Oh, that's just a heavy ball. Shit. Third, yeah, you're doing really well, to be fair. Yeah, Martinez is kicking off with anger apparently in this one. Again, it's a 2-legged affair, so even if we do somehow lose this one, we've got Old Trafford. Bruno, oh Bruno, that is disgusting. Bruno, such a filthy move, but couldn't finish the goal. Mateus style, no, I know. Did you see the screenshot I put in the FC chat, by the way? Land's been really bloody good, man. I think he's going to be a successor to Bruno Fernandes. It's more and more I use him, the more I realise, yeah, he's a bit fucking good, isn't he? The old man. Oh, ref. No? Oh, okay. I guess not. Philip probably should have been the choice today. I mean, defensively he's very good, but against the pace of Openda and Cunha up top, it's just not fantastic, but I've done it now. He's going to go to the very top type shit. I bloody hope so. I don't know how much more time I've got of doing this streaming wise, but I will continue it off stream. Maybe make a save thing for it in Discord, just so I can keep up with, so everyone can keep up with what's going on. There is a big gap here. This is not something I authorised. Nice job, Dallo. Yeah, they're not bad, this Leipzig side. It's just the touches seem to be escaping me. The wind fucking thing is a bit weird. Good block, delete. I was wanting Dallo to get on that, but it locked him off it. We're defending alright. You know, we're defending decent. That's a very bad challenge. Should do a player career with land. I would do, I don't really like player career, if I'm honest, but maybe I will do. Maybe I will, but you can't switch his position in player career, so I'd be stuck wherever the fuck he plays. Winger, isn't it? Or centre mid. I can't remember where he starts. Because I've got him as a cam now. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I suppose you can kind of build your own player. Go on, Leacher, why fucking not, pal? Oh, you know what? There was a brief fucking moment. There was a brief second where I thought Martinez might have just scored a goal this season. Oh, it was dipping, just not quick enough. He is on smoke today. Defending brilliantly. We just got caught out early by a really good attack from Leipzig. Ever since, we've been on fucking job. But we do need that goal. Although Martinez has lost a header there. Baumgartner shouldn't outpace Kadiolu. That doesn't mean fuck all in this game. Martinez does well again. Mino will get it clear. Martinez is on the move again. What the fuck is this man doing? Not posted if it works, but Garnacho can't quite get to that. He was offside and he had to get himself back on. The one-shot target that's gone in. This game is phenomenal. Good pressing by Kadiolu, but they're also a gegenpressing team, which is why we kind of have to offload it quite quickly. We aren't. I can't say they're also a gegenpressing team, and we're not one. But point is, they're a gegenpressing team, so we don't really get a minute to think. Gilman wins it back, sprayed out to Dallo. Skelly's not really been involved in this game yet. Should be able to escape Loco. We play it back to Dallo. Bruno's on the edge. I wanted Mino to kind of come forward. He hasn't really done what I wanted him to do there. Ooh, lovely though. Oh, Carby, a touch. I knew the touch had let down. I wanted him to come into the edge of the area and just twat one, but it didn't. Oh, no. Oh, Diogo Dallo. That is a tackle and a half. The temptation just to slide the fuck in there was so high. But Dallo's come across perfectly. Bruno into Garnacho. One more to Rashford perhaps. Turns his man. Oh, Marcus Rashford! Rocco on Loco. Marcus Rashford right now. I don't know why he is the best striker at this club. But long may it continue, man. He's put Xerxes and Højlund to shame recently. Although Højlund has bounced back a little bit throughout this episode. Garnacho, provider again. Rashford sends his defender to the shops. And there's no stopping that. Rashford went from potentially getting sold start of the season to now main striker, which is a bit of a change, I suppose. I nearly broke through immediately. I was wanting to use Dallo there, but Martinez came across. We even had the land cam there. Oh! Mino got caught. There's no way you're fat. Like, Baumgartner does not have this much pace. We literally reviewed the Leipzig team before this. Baumgartner does not have that much pace. Good tackle by Dumfries. The pressing, I will admit, the pressing is fucking difficult to get past. We've got a slight win advantage. 43% for us, 38% for Leipzig with 90% draw. That was meant to go back to Kadiolu, but that'd be too easy. The pass to go in the right direction, wouldn't it? Why not put me in a dangerous situation instead? I was considering land for this first leg, to be honest, to start, but tiredness after that last game has kind of ruled him out. Might get some bench minutes though. Or some minutes off the bench. Bruno, Kvaratskhelia, cut back, Rashford. Mate, I'm not being funny. But if you told me in 4 seasons in real life Rashford would become Man United's main striker. There's no chance. But I mean, in video game land, for some reason it's worked. And this all came about from a happy accident. Højlund got injured and I didn't really want to call a striker back. So Rashford got moved into striker just to try him out, and he's just been there ever since. Marcus Rashford. He's on fucking madness. He's on demon time. And we've gone from losing to now leading just before half time. I believe that will be half time, will it not? Yeah, right on the stroke of half time. Perfect time. It's great play from Kvaratskhelia as well, who really is getting back some stocks in this team. The only problem is... Oh, hello. Sorry, I tangled my cables. The only problem is Bowman is just inevitable, I think, is the correct word. Openda early goal kind of took us by surprise, but we bounced it back. A Rashford brace. And I don't want to get too confident, but I think we can hold on. I mean, Leipzig, they've had one shot. Granted, it did go in, but that's beside the point. 57-43 in terms of possession, 5 shots to 1, and 1.6 expected goals to 0.8. It is a lead of epic proportions, but yeah, they're very lucky to be in. It was that early attack that caught me off guard. I was not prepared for it. Ever since, they've been very fucking quiet. Man of the match, obviously, for the half is Marcus Rashford with a brace and an 8.2. Martinez has been on some fucking demon time, and I don't know what it is, but long way to continue. Kvaratskhelia with an assist and 7.6, and another assist coming from Garnacho. He's only a 6.9 though, which is weird. And of course, oh man, he's only had one shot against him and he let it in. So a very horrible 5.4 at the break. Their best player is Openda with a goal and a 7.7. Baumgartner with the assist, he gets a 7.5. Oblak not doing very well either, he's on a 7.2 or a 5.2. But I think he's actually made saves, has he not? Scroll all the way down on the wrong team. No, he hasn't. No goalkeepers are making saves today, by the way, just in case you're wondering. We've gone for a no save challenge. Second half gets underway then, as we are looking to maybe put a bit of an advantage in here. And we might do immediately. If we can't win it, I was going to say if we can't win it, try and knock it on. Bruno. First save of the day. Goes to Jan Oblak. Crazy to say the Champions League quarter-final, but it's the second half and that's the first save of the day. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's just not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn him, but I wanted it to be on the floor, I'll be honest. Hasn't quite done that, as you can see. Problem with Martinez stepping forward is there's room at the back. Good block, Cariolo. Second block comes from the Turk again. Aidara blocked again. Leipzig looking to break down the Man United barrier, and that is not the ball I wanted. But Kvaratskhelia could press. Nah. Yeah, I forgot to remember as well. We play Chelsea next, so changes may be soon if we can. We can find a third goal, we maybe make some, but not if they equalise. We say by all man at the near post, Openda breaking through. Oh, sorry, Cunha breaking through. Mainu tried to keep on him, and I think that's what made him. That's what made the shot more difficult. Mainu pushing him out to an angle that he couldn't score from. Again, I'm still very, very confident that we beat Leipzig over 2 legs. We might even beat them in both legs. It's just they're really fighting back here a bit. Blocked by De Ligt. Oh, do you know what? I read the patch notes of the update. I think it was yesterday. There was a patch note update, and it said it reduced tacklebacks. Can someone tell me when it's going to do that? Because it hasn't done it yet. That hasn't happened yet. It's not a bad finish for Badiashile, but I'm still waiting for the patch notes to kick in. If it says reduce tacklebacks, can it like do it? We might just insta fucking get a goal to take the lead again. No, we don't. Bruno can't win the header either. We might be in the shtuck. You know what? Fair play, I suppose. Maybe should have been a bit quicker to clear it, but on the same fucking... Getting bloody played to shit here. Oh no. I'm lunging in. Oh yeah, love the reduced... I love the reduced tackle back there, yeah. Pender should be putting it 3-2 to fucking Leipzig, to be honest. Reduced tackle back's my fucking hole. There hasn't been one yet, I don't think, today. But maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I should just be getting the ball away. I will never take blame though. Rashford should win that. I know I don't usually do goal kicks to Rashford because he's slightly smaller than the other striking options, but he's in front of his man. Kvaratskhelia. We're just pressing the fuck here, aren't they? I need to find space. Bruno. Dallo again. Oh, everyone's fucking offside. I mean, it's a goal, but it's not going to count, is it? Is it? It is? What? Was he not? Am I tripping balls? The linesman's forgot his bastard flag. Well, it's going to have to get VAR, didn't it? Dallo plays it to a definitely offside Cadiolo. It's a great header, don't get me wrong, and everyone's calling for offside, even me, and I'm the one that scored it. Right, VAR check. Oh, hold on. Is the right back playing him on down the bottom? How do I get the best angle of this? Oh my god, the guy down at the bottom's playing him on. Loco, yeah. Loco's actually playing him on. I was so convinced that was offside, but after a VAR check, it is onside. Dallo plays it there. Loco, yeah, no, he's well on. That is shameful from Leipzig. That is absolutely disastrous. But you take it all day long. Bradley Loco. That was a target we were looking at as a Cadiolo backup at one point, and still one that was on my list, truth be told, but I think he's got to be taken off now. After that, what was that? Martinez gets across, and I think this is where we're going to make a couple of changes, because we've got Chelsea coming up. Dillit probably won't even get the game against Chelsea, but we're going to bring him off anyway, just for stamina reasons, and you know what, why not? He's been cooking, might as well let him. And we'll swap Bowman and Kvara across, saving Garnacho for Chelsea. That's how we go. Couple of changes. Bowman landed Diomande on for Garnacho, Fernandez and Dillit. Again, partly because we've got Chelsea coming up, partly because Land and that, well, especially Land, but Bowman as well deserved the game time. Can't just get 2-10 ratings against Palace and they'll be completely forgotten, can they? Great save, oh man, that was venom on that one from Mateus Cunha. But it's saved away by Oman. Every fucking game in the Champions League knockout round for me seems to just be a goal bloody fest, is the word I'm looking for. I didn't see who came on there. All I know is who came off. It was Elmas. The midway, Yeremy Pino coming on. Not really what you want. Tigo could find Roman. Oh, that is a ball. Roman Bowman. Oh, it was meant to go back to Tigo. It's meant to go back to Land. Oh, he took ages to come up though. But I love that Bowman has put some speed into his game, man. He's going to be near unstoppable now. Speaking of speed, this is Yeremy Pino for Leipzig, and it's a great save from Oman. I wanted to do a 1-2 between Bowman and Land. I just gone solo with Roman Bowman. Cancelo coming on for Baumgartner. Interesting choice here. I'm not really sure what they're doing. Corner will be from Leipzig, and you know how good we are on the counter if we can win it. If we can get it clear. Diomande does. Bowman fighting for it and winning it. Oh, he just needs to get past Jimenez. No, you fucker. I should have turned in. It was Cancelo, not Jimenez. I should have turned in. If I was a slower player, we might have a chance, man. Great work rate though from Roman Bowman, just unfortunate to get through. Rashford intercepts. It changes player when I intercept. Class. And now it could be Leipzig. Great, but they are good, aren't they? They may not have the strongest team, but they have very good plays going on. And no man bails us out again. Well, of course, 2 more games today. We played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge before going back to Old Trafford to face Leipzig for a place in the Champions League semi-finals. Pretty sure we already know one of the teams going through. Inter Milan winning their first leg 4-0 against Athletic Club. Barcelona a goal up on Arsenal. Slide tackle ends up being a shot on target. Counter. Okay, just don't put any effort into the throw then. Fuck me. Can't keep that in either. We'll take the throw. I don't know how Gretzky is one of the highest rated players. I swear he's just come on. Oh no, because I started him on the right, didn't I? I know. Get screened. This is really difficult to play against. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm insane. Martinez has had a fucking game of his life. I know we've conceded 2, but Martinez has been brilliant. Shame he's 30 because he probably has to go soon. He'll get a couple more seasons yet, thankfully for us. I think the big departure this year is going to be De Ligt. And then down the line, a couple of years maybe we go Martinez, and it'll be probably Inacio and Diamandid at start. Yoro in behind. Another option like a Hato maybe or something to come in. I don't know yet. But what I do know, we may even go for a youth academy player. Fucking hell, what I do know, Cadiola's got folded there like a laptop. Nonto comes on for Cunha. Is there any goals here to change the landscape of this game? Heading to the second leg. Will Leipzig level it? Will United get a 2-goal cushion? Will it just stay as it is? That's a shit ball from Kvaratskhelia. Nowhere near the power I wanted on it though, I will admit. I think that's weather conditions playing a part. Again, we've got Chelsea to focus on in the Premier League next, and they're just coming off a 3-0 defeat, whereas we're coming off a 5-2 win. So I'd like to think we've got the momentum, we've got the ability to maybe even wrap up the Premier League sooner rather than later. I was pressing the tackle, for fuck's sake. Obviously straight at All Black because I was pressing the tackle. Somehow got possession of the ball, that should be dealt with. I think Martinez Diamande might be one of my favourites in terms of centre-back partnerships. Bowman, can Rashford find a hat-trick? No, not yet anyway. Bowman, edge to land. Oh, Tigo! Oh, Tigo! That is disgusting! Tigo Land has secured a 2-goal cushion going back to the Theatre of Dreams. Fucking hell. The fucking movement from this man, he just glides past without a second thought. And no, mate, nah, he is something else. Look at the turn circle on this man. Leaves the Leipzig defence for dead, and he will probably, I'm going to be honest, probably secures our place in the semi-finals. We've still got to go for the other 90 minutes at the Theatre of Dreams, but that is a finish from a player who has grown into this team. And as much as I love Tommaso Baldanzi, selling him might have been the best thing for Tigo Land. A 6-goal thriller in Germany sees us on top of it. Brace from Rashford. I think the other goal came, well, we had a Land goal. Who did the other goal come from? I want to say Garnacho, but I actually don't know. It was Cadiolu. Oh yeah, the header that was not offside somehow. Upender and Badia Shield trying to do something for Leipzig, but they need at least a 2-goal cushion to even push it to extra time at Old Trafford. It's pretty much an unclimbable mountain. 50-50 in terms of possession, and Leipzig even had the better chances. 12 shots to 9, 3.5 is meant to go to 2.7. But what's important is that scoreline at the top of your screen. Manchester United 4, RB Leipzig 2. We do sit on top for this one. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm a very happy man. Performances, Man of the match goes to our number 10, who is the best striker we've got. It still confuses me how he's our best striker, but I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this Marcus Rashford redemption arc. A brace and a 9 rating for Marcus Rashford. 8 from Martinez and Cadiolo. I think Cadiolo was just for the goal, to be honest, because I don't know how much he did at left back. Bruno 7.8, just always seems to be solid. 7.7 an assist for Dallo. Kvaratskhelia with an assist of 7.6. Garnacho as well getting a contribution, 7.2. And Tigo land off the bench to secure the dub, secure the 3 points. Well, it would be 3 points if it wasn't a knockout tournament. But what a finish it was. And in the end, Oman made up for his shit first half by having a very good second half. 6 shots, 4 saves, 2 conceded. As for Leipzig, their best player, Lois Openda, I knew he would be because he's very difficult to defend against. As you saw, inside 6 minutes he'd already torn us apart. 8.2 and a goal, and the assist coming from Baumgartner, 7.7. Barry Ashiel with the other goal. A bit of a mistake from De Ligt, but also a bit of a mistake from the game for saying that they reduced the tackle backs and lied about it. All Black with a 4.7 in the end. 6 shots, 2 saves, 4 conceded. Maybe age catching up to the Slovenian. With Nonto, I thought he maybe did a bit more when he came on, but again, really didn't get much time. And unfortunately, Loco, despite an okay game, kind of at fault for the Cadiolo goal that kind of put us on our way. We'll take that though. First leg, 4-2 win. I'm curious how the other first legs have gone. We know about Arsenal and Barca. We know about Inter and Athletic Club. I'm curious what happened to Milan and Bayern. Minu, yep, another solid. I love Kobe Minu. I will always love Mr. Cobbs, as they call him. Kobe Minu shot in the engine room. His pass is like, yeah, absolute fucking brilliant, man. Do you know what? If this team cooks the way I know it can, we are the best team in the world. And the treble is definitely on. However, it really depends on if I can cook with them. Yeah, Dallo did alright. I know he's a bit obviously suspect in real life, but in the game, he gets given a very generous rating to begin with, and he actually turns into quite a good player, I will admit. He's one that I wasn't planning on sticking with immediately, but he's proved himself throughout the 4 seasons. As much as people like to see transfers, like to see new signings, I'm one of those who likes to try and build the current squad as much as I can, and if needs be, we bring in somebody. Because I know this Man United team have a lot of potential. It's just harnessing it, finding the right person to do that. I'm a very happy man when it comes to Man United career modes, because we do have the players. We just need to have the manager. Morales will not be going to Swansea because he's picked West Brom. We'll take 5 million for him to say we weren't ever going to use him. He'll probably end up being quite decent. I will be honest. He'll probably end up being alright. But ultimately, not really my problem because he would never fit into our squad. Unfortunately, even at his highest potential, would have only probably hit 84, I think, maximum. Which means he would have been an alright backup, but we've already got an alright backup. And everyone else is on what they should be, I think. Landosaurus Rex. Not going to use him against... Well, I'm not going to start him against Chelsea. Well, maybe have him have another bench appearance because he seems to thrive in the big games. Came off the bench there and fucking solidified a 2-goal cushion for us heading back to Manchester. Maybe I should be giving him more time than I am doing, but Bruno's been very good this season as well. So it's hard to differentiate. What I do know is that we have an offer here from Atlanta for Herrera. Oh, it's not from Atlanta, it's from LAFC. Atlanta still negotiating, but they've said, yeah, 3.5 mil, that's absolutely fine, pal. And we'll see, well, we won't see the actual cutscene, but Miguel Morales will go to West Brom. He was one of the academy goalkeepers who will probably turn out quite good, to be honest, but for now, we will take 5 million. Game will probably say we could, yeah. Okay, right. It's a C rating because they get 1 million more. Relax. We've got plenty of money. Money's not an issue. And Atlanta, I should say, will pay that money. I just want to see. I'm going to put 2 million down again, and if they walk out again, then I know he's not worth it, but, like, I feel like he could be worth 2 mil. Yeah. We're going to have to not go 2 mil. What about... We'll try something else for the next one. I think I might be asking a bit too much there. But he has got potential. Right, next game then is a trip to London. Will we be victorious? That's the question. That is how the table is looking. Chelsea just coming off the back of a 3-0 loss. We are flying right now in every competition we're in. The odds are in our favour, but that doesn't mean fuck all on this game. That's how... Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, there's two definite semi-finalists, I think, at this point. One possible... Or, yeah, two definites, and one probable and one possible. Bayern and Inter, I don't see getting stopped now. I don't think we'll get stopped either. It really comes down to Arsenal and Barca. And for my sake, I'm hoping Barca go through. I don't want to play Arsenal more than I have to. So that is how it looks after the first leg. I'm curious what the other European things are looking like. Wolfsburg, Besiktas up on their opponents, which is surprising, especially as Besiktas up on Newcastle. Villarreal and Braga 1-1. Juventus 3-1 up on Celtic. For the Conference League, it's 1-1 between LASK and Austria Vienna. AGF leading Torino. Hoffenheim up as well as Rennes leading Liverpool, which is kind of mad, low-key. Right then, onwards into the next game. Can't really waste too much time because I'm kind of running out of time. Big win for Manchester United last time they met Chelsea. Oh, apparently we won last time. We're hoping for more of the same. We will be. Brighton and Hove Albion, Bournemouth rivalry. I didn't know there was one. I must have missed that one. Besiktas beating Newcastle, Chelsea, United. Endrick got a hat-trick. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot they had bloody Endrick now. As Bayern beat Milan. After a great performance in the match against Leipzig, Rashford is named player of the match, and Rashford scores to put his name on the score sheet for Manchester United, and therefore to win against RB Leipzig. I'm confident, but I need to not be overconfident, if that makes sense. Before we go any further with Chelsea, though, let's just take a look at what we've got to say to the media. Rodriguez is very happy right now, still very much on for the treble. Pretty sure we do have Chelsea in the semi-finals of the FA Cup as well, don't we? So we do play Chelsea again before the end of the season. Apparently Mikhailo Mudrik's been killing it. Probably would be unbanned at this point from his doping ban that he might be getting. I don't know if he's on it or not. To be real, I don't follow Mudrik. I don't really care for him, if I'm being 100%. Will Kvara be an antidote for Chelsea's possession-based football? Oh, don't know. I was going to use Bowman, to be honest. And Oman will be playing the goalkeeper position. Yeah, I mean, I love Gillet, but yep, Oman will be in that spot. Bit shaky against Leipzig, but his second half performance kind of saved it. Right then, let's see what Chelsea have got. They're probably going to trouble us, I will admit. There probably won't be a walkover like some of the teams we faced today, but I just don't think it's going to matter too much. At the end of the day, what are we saying? Romero in goal, DeMarco and Chalobah as the fullbacks, with Chalobah captain in the side. Tosin and Tapsoba as the centre-backs. Lavia and Caicedo CDMs. Mudryk off the left, Palmer off the right, and Kunku at cam with Jackson leading the line. It's a good team, I'll give it that. But it's very beatable, I think, for us. Quentin Timber, Kessié, Neto, Renato Vega, Humphreys, Branco and Edwards on the bench. 3 wins, a draw and a loss in their last 5. They're a 5-star team now, or Chelsea. I don't know if they start off as that. I don't think they do. But they are there now. And of course, key defensive players, Caicedo. And you could have probably guessed it. With the form he's in, apparently Mudryk's been very good, according to the game. So he's a key attacking player alongside Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson. They play the tiki-taka style of football, as we know. Can we combat it? We'll see. And their best player in terms of goals is Nicholas Jackson, 12 and 4 currently. Paul Kammer, 8 and 3. I would put him as a cam rather than a right mid, personally. It is what it is, though. Mikhailo Mudryk on a 6 and 1 type ting. Quinton Timber doing all right. Casemiro still at Chelsea. Very, very slowly getting to the end of his career. 21 acceleration, 29 sprint speed now from the Brazilian. Again, he wasn't one I wanted to sell to a top club, but we have done. And Kunku as well, 10 and 4. He's cooking. Fair play. Yeah, and the past 2 seasons, it's been a Chelsea and Manchester United title race. This time around, I don't think Chelsea... No, Chelsea can't even win the title now. In fact, Liverpool and below probably can't either. And I'm going to be honest, it probably is just us and Arsenal. And even then, I don't even think Arsenal, maybe. But we can't get too overconfident. We still have Arsenal to play. But first and foremost in the league, we play Chelsea. So let's go get the lineup sorted. We can chill a little bit because we did do the business over... we did do the business over Leipzig. I'm going to put Diamande in. Apparently, somehow he's still tired. I swear he had a break. That's okay. Martinez can come up for Inacio. Need Martinez at 100%. And yeah, Arnaud Martinez. The other Martinez can come in. Agarte and Minor will be the one we go with today. Fernandez, sure. And yeah, Bowman can have the nod ahead of Cardona. With why not Garnacho? I need a reason as to why not. And Xerxes not a start today, so he gets kind of a pity start from being 100%. He just gets the start because why the fuck not? And I think that's how we roll for this game then against Chelsea. Strong enough that it should be beating it, but also rotated enough that we should be alright for Leipzig. And again, we're 2 goals up on Leipzig as well. So if worst comes to worst, I don't know, really. We should be fine, is my point. Oman in goal, Cariolo and Martinez as the fullbacks, Inacio and Diamande as the centre-backs, Minor and Agarte as the CDMs, Fernandez, Cam and captain, Garnacho off the left, Bowman off the right, Xerxes at striker. At Stamford Bridge then, for the final Premier League game of today, the 4th game of today's episode, it is Chelsea versus Manchester United. As we load up, I'm going to go get my phone charger, so bear with me. I will still be keeping an eye on the Chelsea team. I'm going to be transparent with you guys. Instead of going to get my charger, I kind of just sat there and didn't bother. And I nearly missed the Chelsea lineup. 200 IQ from me. Onwards. Yeah, it was always a... Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been my first pass. Well, technically it's my second, but you know what I mean. And now Paul Karma could cook us, and now Chalobah could cook us. Thing is, with Chalobah being out of position, if we can counter here, we can get Garnacho gone.
Although apparently Paul Kamara is just untackleable until you bring in Anasio, apparently. Guardiola bring it away. Minu. Chalba's back in position. Minu does very well to steer it away. Brilliant from Corby. Agarte. Not quite where I wanted to go, but that's okay. Ah, tried to pick up Bowman there, Martinez. Didn't work. It's very, very close. So it's just kind of been, yeah, us being crowned. It's a matter of when. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. Oh my God, you just... Oh, no, I panicked. Oh, fuck God. I fucking panicked there. I thought I didn't just shoot. But we'll take it. I mean, I'm an idiot, but I'm also a genius. Or something. Why have we scored? We don't need to go in depth with it. We don't need to look in depth. Garnacho gets a shot saved by Ramiro, straight to the path of Xerxes, who instead of just hitting it into an empty net, decides to do a bit of work with it and then hits it into an empty net. It's poor from Chelsea not to I messed up. I shouldn't be scoring that, but it's poor from Chelsea to not fucking get that off me anyway. I was talking about how this man, it felt like this man hasn't scored in a while. There you go, ladies and gents. He scored today. Gets a start purely because I want to save Rashford for Leipzig just to try and finish him off, but he's already made his most of his start. And again, if you play well, you get fucking games. I'm not. The only problem is I've got 3 strikers and they're all scoring. It's hard to pick one. He has absolutely Nicholas Jackson that one. That should be 1-1 instantly. Palmer does so well just to play into the path of Jackson. But Jackson has absolutely Jacksoned it by putting it fucking miles over from a few yards out. Oh, blood clot in hell. Yeah, it looks as if Casemiro will retire at Chelsea, which is fair enough. I think he's had maybe 2 appearances. I think there's 2 appearances he's had this season, probably 2 appearances he's had total for Chelsea. He could just DM cover off target as well from Mudryk, but they are cooking. I need to not get too confident. Because the play is good, it's just the finishing is poor so far. And that might not last forever. That should be a header win. Just, knock it down to Padre Bruno. Then we find Garnacho. Then we... Oh my God! Oh! Even if this doesn't lead to a goal, I need to watch that again. That was fucking horrendous. He just turned inside. This man is a fucking... I don't have a word. I want to say the words, but I feel like I get... I'm not going to say the words. Look at Tapsova has been sent back to Burkina Faso. You go, pal. What a fucking nutmeg from Alejandro Garnacho. It's a shame it didn't lead to anything. But fucking hell, that is disgusting. And again, we get a corner out of it. Cariola forces the corner, I believe it was. Mate, we are very good at football, aren't we? Xerxes can't win that though. It's clear by Nkunku. Be a throw into us. Corby saying, where are you lot? Finds Garnacho right there. Garnacho just escapes again. Oh, that was really good again by Garnacho. It's a good save again. Great tackle, Cadiola. You saw him tracking all the way back. I think he knew that they were going to try and find Nicholas Jackson there. Saw it coming. Oh, I thought Dallo was going to continue. It's fine. Bruno going towards... Oh, no. Towards Xerxes. Tell puts West Ham head against Wolves. Now interested. Even Garnacho doesn't win the Golden Boot race. I'm not really arsed as long as we win the treble. Xerxes can make the most of Chelsea's complacency there.
was thinking of the golden boot race because Tell's probably somewhere close. Bit of a coming together there, which goes in what would have gone in Chelsea's favour. Bit 50-50 on that one, I'll be honest, but apparently the game saw it as 100-0. Chalobah to Nkunku. I wonder if they swapped Nkunku and Palmer. Mudryk blocked by Diomande. Second one saved by old man, very good reactions. I tried to get the block again with the same defender, but for whatever reason drifted away. Now Bowman, speaking of drifting away, could escape DeMarco. He's got more pace than last time he faced DeMarco. Oh, it was the right idea, wrong execution. Bruno, I thought it was a teammate. Why am I an idiot? Mudryk could escape now because I'm blind. Thankfully Arno Martinez gets in the way. Apparently he's on a 5.9. You see, the thing is, Martinez hasn't really dropped good ratings since he came in, but he's not been a bad player, has he? Been alright. It's blocked by Diomande. I think Mudryk went for a shot there. The commentator just said, I tried to go for the gap. Kessie closing it down. No, fair play for Chelsea for signing Kessie, because he's too good for Saudi Arabia, isn't he, really? Maybe should have been a target for me, perhaps. Mudryk offside. But we end up going cheaper and smarter by getting Hjulmand from Sporting. He's been a really good bargain buy, to be honest. He hasn't been like... It's hard to explain Hjulmand because he's solid. He's always really good. He hasn't been like a standout, like, oh my god, he is generational. Not had a Ugarte type season in that DM role. I'm a fucking idiot. What am I doing? Hasn't had an Ugarte type season in that role, but he's been good enough that he gets plenty of game time and plenty of plaudits for what he does do. And when I'm thinking of a team that I know is going to attack me, he gets the fucking nod. Because he's just, him and Ugarte are just like defensive machines. Whereas if I know someone, like a team like Chelsea where I need more energy, Mainu gets the nod. But he's got a bit more about him in terms of that. Now Wolves are leading. Crazy Premier League season this is, but we should be fine in terms of the title race. Throw in for United 5 minutes before the break. Lucky to be ahead, not in the terms of the stats, but in the way we did it. Like, we got very lucky. A bit of miscommunication in defence, and it nearly was another one, but Xerxes just the wrong side of the line. I thought I'd done that perfectly. It's his fucking hair and his arm. They ruled him offside. Slender lead at Stamford Bridge, maybe a foreshadowing for the FA Cup match, perhaps. I'm not being funny, there's no way Garnacho's slower than Chalobah. Carrillo tried to find Xerxes again. It's away, Diomande beats Jackson in the air. Oh, Ugarte's just sent fucking Mudryk to the shop. And Garnacho. Oh, Alan! Oh, Alejandro Garnacho! You, mate! Oh, my God. That took me so off guard. I may be overhyping the goal, but that was fucking nice. First timer. He's caught out. He's not maybe as good on the replay, but he's caught out Alex Romero there. It's just the way it... Oh, mate, Garnacho. You're a disgusting man, aren't you? He's probably my favourite player I've ever used on a career mode, I can't lie. In his prime, full potential, top-end Garnacho is one of the best. He's just unstoppable when he runs. He's unstoppable when he shoots. He's unstoppable when he breathes. Oh my God. Xerxes. What's happened here? Is it a penalty? Taps overbooked. I got the shot off. It's either a penalty or it's a free kick. Or something has happened here as I shot. Yeah, okay, right, yeah, fair enough. A free kick to end the half then for United. As the captain steps up. I won't be surprised if this is 3-0. Bruno's got a wicked free kick on him from this kind of range, but he also has a tendency to hit the wall. It might be too close. It is too close. Nicholas Jackson gets his head to it. That goes in otherwise. Apparently we're not watching the replay and I don't know what's going on here. Just gonna skip it. I don't know if what's going on there. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for Xerxes. It's nodded towards a kind of... It's not really a good header, is it? Two up at the break, then. Xerxes and Garnacho's fucking beauty. Putting us two to the good. Well, I mean, it's a weird first half, if I'm being truthful. Garnacho, 9.1 on a goal, 8.6 and a goal for Xerxes. Got very lucky. Oman, 7.9. Kept a clean sheet so far from the one save he's had to make. And Agarte with an assist and 7.2. Their best player so far in Kunku. He's been trying his best with an 8 as well. Ramiro, 7 rating despite letting 2, and it could have been more, truthfully. 6 shots, 4 assists, 2 conceded. Defence having a bit of a howler, I will admit, for them. And I meant to look at the stats first, but I did it the wrong way around this time. 56 to 44 in terms of possession, 8 shots to 6, and 2 expected goals to 1.7. The difference between us and Chelsea is that we're putting our shots on target and causing issues. They are not. And that's it, really. That's all there is to be said. Into the second half we go. Oh, it was nearly a brilliant introduction to the second half there from Alejandro Garnacho. We have been blessed with one of the talents of the fucking, like, ever in this save. We are, I think, at our apex. I'm not worried about the Premier League now, I'm just worried about the Champions League. Because Leipzig getting a couple of goals past us. Inter are winning 4-0, Bayern are winning 4-1. There is still all of these tackle backs that are reduced, though. There is still a lot of concern that I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. But, I mean, just got to stay positive on that fact. Premier League surely is secured, or at least very, very close. Mudryk left unmarked at the back post. I mean, the only reassuring thing is it was Mudryk that was unmarked at the back post. Martinez deals with it really well. Bowman's just not really been involved this game. It's not like he's been shit. He's just, most of the things gone down Garnacho's side. Arno Martinez. Oh. Off the post from Arno Martinez. I wanted to knock it in the middle, but we just didn't really have a middle knocking option. Xerxes wasn't there. I think Garnacho was marked. So Arno Martinez went solo. Just the wrong side of the post. Free kick to Chelsea. I've opted to go short with it. Sure, Cole Palmer is really untackleable sometimes, isn't he? Oh, Cobus minus. It's just fucking fair. It's just not fair. Oh, mate. He is the best in the fucking world, and it's not even close, man. It's not even like Chelsea have been bad. It's just they've come up against... I mean, he's got the number 7 for a fucking reason, doesn't he? I will admit, when Garnacho first took over the number 7 shirt, he did struggle. He wasn't Ronaldo-esque. I was wondering if I made a mistake. But then he exploded with fucking goals and assists. Won the fucking Ballon d'Or. And honestly, I've never been in doubt since. Never been in doubt since. I know he's an Argentinian, played with Messi, but I can't not give him the Ronaldo number. You know, Lenny Yoro can have some time. Diamandi's tired, and Yoro's had some good form. Yeah, I think it's a matter of time, Premier League wise. We're dunking on Chelsea, and it's not that they've been bad. It's just we've got Garnacho. Which I really think is an unfair advantage, but I'm not fucking going to stop using him. I believe he's back on top of the leaderboards in terms of the Golden Boot, or at least equal. It might be too easy, but we've also built one fucking hell of a super team, haven't we? Nobody's picking up Xerxes for shit, for whatever reason. And all Xerxes has to do is place it past Romero. We are inevitable at this point. Is there a way that we don't win the triple? Is what I'm curious about, and I think the answer is yes. It is going to come down to the Champions League. Prem is, if it's not sewed up yet, it will be soon. I don't know how Xerxes got 17 Premier League goals, by the way. It just doesn't feel like he scored that many all. Yeah, my only worry is the Champions League, because FA Cup semis, we've got this Chelsea team, which may bring in a different performance, I don't know. And then potentially, it's a great save at near post, I will admit. Potentially Newcastle or Bournemouth in the final. I think the way we're going, we can overcome them. I know Newcastle and Bournemouth have not been the best of friends with us, but it just doesn't feel fair, and I think maybe I don't know. I really don't know. It's just shit from Chelsea, to be honest. Xerxes got the hattie. We'll give Højlund some moments on the pitch. Xerxes come back, first time in Premier League I think for a little bit, and he's got a hat trick. I mean, maybe the talent was there all along. I just haven't really. I don't know. Xerxes a hot and cold player, really. We are slaughtering Chelsea. And it's not, again, this isn't a 5-0 game because Chelsea ain't been that bad. It's just goalkeeper has been a bit woeful. Oh, it's taken out of play by Nkunku. And bring on Dallo for 15 minutes at left back because I do need Cadiolo for Leipzig. We are chilling. The way, like, if we play like this, there's no doubt in my mind that we're the best team in the fucking world, isn't it? But just couldn't quite escape. It could have been number 6. It would have. Let's be real. It would have been number 6. Jackson makes way for Neto. I don't think it really matters at this point. Chelsea have been humiliated in their own backyard, and I honestly am just getting concerned about how good we are, which is a good concern to have. Usually I'm not really bothered when I'm final up, but what I've aimed at Fernandez, and it's just not okay. I don't know why I'm like you can't even see. You used to be able to see where the line was going to see who you're passing to. They got rid of that. Oh, there's a way to turn it on. I don't know what it is. Neto's gone out on the right or gone on the left. So I'm assuming. I don't know who they've got up top. All I know is Neto's cooked that side and nearly found the near post opportunity. Off target. I'm assuming they've got Nkunku up top. With fucking Palmer playing him behind, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that we are going to dub up again. Rasmus Højlund. Can't get the knock on where I want it to go. Neto maybe should have come on about fucking 5 years ago. The goal from Mudryk. Imagine celebrating like that when you're 5-1 down in your own stadium. Yeah, Mudryk. Nice one, mate. 5-1 down, mate. It's a good finish, but it's also 5-1. So, I mean, you won't see me crying about it. That's a problem with me building these massive leads. I do get complacent. Can never seem to get the clean sheet in the end. Is what it is, though. Again, 3 points my main fucking goal. Ah, maybe could have tried to find Højlund. Is Mudryk up top then? Because I think Nkunku's on the right. Yeah, Mudryk's a striker. It's worked better than what fucking Jackson was doing anyway. I mean, another one on for Chelsea if you're not careful. Good save, old man. Nkunku's fuming. I think it was Nkunku, good enough. Oh, Chalobah, sorry, my part. Oh, fucking hell. Can't identify players now. Chalobah goes off for Timber. Doesn't really matter. Tosin puts it off target. Have they done 2 substitutions? Because Tosin's got the armband and he just came on. It doesn't really matter, does it? We're fucking destroying them in their own backyard. With just minutes to go. And another leg of... Okay, we're not going to foul there apparently. Oh, no. Shit. Shit. Bollocks. Please run that off. Please run that off, Bowman, please. I don't need you injured right now. If he fucking misses a Champions League final, I'm going to be fucking crying. He's almost like a bruised shoulder. Neto runs out of play with it. Yeah, I will be very emotional. It's a good finish. I'll give it that. It's not going to matter for more in the consolation. But should count for 5. Chelsea wanted to count for 5 because Mudryk got scored. Jump Højlund, you fucking knob. Okay. Oh no, he's fucking exhausted. Let's see what we can do here. I need Bowman to be A onside, B optionable. He was neither of them. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's a bit of a one-sided grilling of Chelsea. A 5-1 win at Stamford Bridge. I don't think there was really a problem. I don't think it was a 5-1 win, to be honest, but when you've got some of the players we've got, Xerxes on fire, apparently, your defence is terrified. Garnacho as well, but just being Garnacho, it's not going to be stoppable. And Mudryk, the consolation,
But again, that's all it is. Consolation. Consolation prize, and it is a 5-1 loss here at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea. But a 5-1 win for us. You got to think positive. 59-41 in terms of possession, 14 shots to 11 in favour of United, however, with 4 expected goals, 2.9. On one side of it, it's good attacking from us, but on the other side of it, you got to kind of think Romero needs to be doing a bit better. Like I said, probably shouldn't have been 5-1, but we just put so many away, it didn't really matter. Xerxes storms back into the first team, gets a hat-trick and a 10 rating. Garnacho with a brace and a 9.8. Bruno assist and an 8.8. Kobe Manu with an assist and an 8.7. Roman Bowman with an assist and an 8.3. And Manuel Ugarte even getting an assist from midfield. That was for Garnacho's beauty though, which we will watch again. 7.1. And Asio, strong enough defensive performance. Jan Oman, 4 shots, 3 saves, 1 conceded. It would have been nice to keep a clean sheet, but I will admit the Mudryk goal was very nice. And the man of the match for them, if you could pick one, was Nkunku, who got an 8, followed by the goal scorer Mudryk, 7.9, and Neto made an impact off the bench. Maybe should have brought him on earlier, 7.5 and an assist for the Portugueser, with Caicedo putting in a decent shift and Cole Palmer on the left. This is a weird, this is a weird formation they've gone with towards the end here. I will admit. Yeah, they kind of. I mean, they were gone anyway, but like, still, it's still a bit funny. Wait, they got Lewis Miley. Fair enough. Yeah, their depth is not fantastic, is it? Anyway, onwards we go. Post-match interview. Really hoping Arsenal lost, because that would be huge right now. Be massive. Cole Palmer usually takes the tempo of games for sheer quality. Today, however, Kobe Mino stood out by delivering some key passes. How do you feel about that performance? Bruno Fernandes. Oh, I need you to stop being so complacent. I need you to calm down. Just accept that he is a good player. Downplay, and Man United probably managed to do what it needed to do. But was the chances that Joshua Xerxes converted vital to your win? Yes. I'm back in a sec, ladies and gents. Sorry about that. I have returned. I had something at my door I had to collect. Wee Gucci. Onwards then to the final game of today, which is the second leg, of course, of the Champions League quarterfinals against Leipzig. Let's get the plans fixed first. Right, we Gucci. Bench wise, I want to start Land. I'm gonna be 100%. I want to start Land. I'll be truthful with you, chat, ladies and gents, anyone watching. I want to start Land. Will I? Probably, to be honest. We're 2 goals up. The man that deserves a start, it is Tigo, but we'll see. He did secure us a 2-goal cushion in the first leg. I don't know why we wouldn't start him, to be honest with you. So let's advance to the second leg. Before we do, we have an offer for Bravo. I don't really want to just sell him for 1.2. I'm just curious what I could get for him. Test the waters. Let's test the waters. Instead of going 1 point... Instead of going 2, let's just try... Okay, thank you. A counter at least. 1.6. Thank you. See, a bit of negotiation. Doesn't hurt, does it? I don't even know who we're selling to. Who's the club? Sunder Yike Fodbold. They're Scandinavian. I'm just not sure which Scandinavian. As in, I don't know which country they come from, but we've secured a price. Whether it goes through is up to them now, but we've secured a price. And I think, what have we got to kick off next time? I'm just double checking so I don't waste all my squad. Wolves, they're going to be a problem. I already know they're going to be a problem. Chelsea, Arsenal, and then semi-finals will probably fall in somewhere around there if we don't bottle it to Leipzig right here. So we'll have to see. First and foremost, though, let's take a look at the news. Fired their way to a 2-goal lead in the first leg. I'm confident there's no way back for Leipzig now. Fingers crossed. Premier League Team of the Week has been announced. We have got 5 players in there. Inacio, Garnacho, Bowman, Fernandes and Xerxes. Bristol City beat Southampton. Brentford beat Aston Villa. After a great performance in the match against Chelsea, Xerxes is named player of the match. And Xerxes scored a thrilling hat-trick to outclass a woeful Chelsea. Manchester United's 5-1 win. They weren't that bad. It was just Ramiro letting them down really more than anything. It should have been a 5-1. I will stand by that. So let's go to the press conference and see what we've got to say. I've got about an hour and a half before I need to go. Well, about an hour. About an hour, to be honest. I've got stuff to do before work. Werner's been lighting up recently. Oh dear. Do you think Dell could stop him? Probably. I don't think. Did Werner even start the first leg? I don't remember starting the first leg. I don't think it was a team up. Leipzig are not messing about if you look at a high pace, pressing and sharp ball movement. Will you look to tweak things tactically for Cariola in order to counter opponents? No. He's good, whatever the fuck he does. My team's accustomed to... Yeah, I mean, I think Garnacho's probably accustomed to the demands, mate. He's only the best player in the bastard world. So... maybe not. I don't know, actually. Might be struggling a bit. Silly Billies. Silly Billies. Right, Zen. Let's get into this. What are they just gonna say the same team as before? More or less. Oblak in goal, Loco and Dumfries as the fullbacks, Badiashile and Jimenez as the centre-backs, Haidara and Schlager as the CDMs with Haidara captain in the side, Elmas and Baumgartner as the cams, with Cunha and Openda leading the striker line. 4-2-2 once again, Yeremy Pino, João Cancelo, Pickford, Laporte, Nonto, Nusa and Evans as the substitutions, with 3 wins in the last 5, the loss coming to us, of course, and a draw as well. They ain't doing bad. And as we know, they gegenpress. They've got Dumfries and Jimenez as their key defensive players, and a couple more goals added to the list this time. Openda now on 6, with Badiashile, I think, getting his first of the tournament. And yeah, Elmas still cooking though. Apparently, didn't cook against us, but he might this time. We can't be too confident. I know we're 2 goals up, but we can't be too confident. Let's go see what we want to do here. We've got Wolves next. I don't know how that impacts our strategy. Oman stays in sticks. Cariolo, Martinez. It shouldn't be Delit, but it's going to be Delit because he's going to cry if it's not Delit. Dallo. I'm going to actually go for the more defensive duo of Hjulmand and Agarte just because we're a couple of goals up. And yeah, I said it, and I'm sticking to it. We start in Tegoland with Garnacho, Xerxes, Kvaratskhelia. No, because Rashford's going to be there. And Rashford's going to have the arm band. So that's how we're looking for this game then against Leipzig in the second leg. Yeah, Land's getting a huge vote of confidence, but we are 2 goals up, so that's kind of why he's getting it. Oman in goal, Cariolo and Dallo as the fullbacks, Martinez and Delit as the centre-backs, Ugarte and Hjulmand as the CDMs, Cam is Land, Garnacho off the left, Kvaratskhelia off the right, Rashford, striker and captain. I bet you as well. It's probably not even pronounced Land. It's probably pronounced Lond or something. Because he's not English, he's Dutch, so it's probably pronounced differently. But I'm calling him Land. It's easier to say. That is the team, however, that takes on Red Bull Leipzig in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals at Old Trafford. Then, like we said, Manchester United versus RB Leipzig. And we're live! Nah, in all seriousness, let's fucking get into it. Garnacho scored 2 goals last game. He scored about fucking 10 in these previous 4 games or something. He's maybe a bit exaggerated, but he has been unstoppable. More than usual. He's got the tifo. Again, there is a reason he is our number 7. My phone is all sorts of lagging right now. I hope the stream is not lagging. I hope it's just my phone being dumb. Well, you know what we're bringing in. I'm just curious what they're bringing. Just need to not bottle. I think we've done the right choice by going for the Hjulmand and Agarte partnership. Don't start this again. You've done this last time. You've done this twice now. You can't. They scored early. I thought this might be a mad one. This might just be me in my own head. The goalkeeper might come out and meet this. Goes down the angle earlier. He's not done that. Instead, he's dove out the way of it, which, you know, not really a start we were looking for, but it makes it interesting. Well, instantly, Leipzig have said, "Oi, don't count us out yet, bucko." Which, you know what, it's fair enough. I did honestly count them out, I'll be real. Oh, fucking hell, will you fuck off? This is going to be irritating, isn't it? I can already feel this one's just going to boil my blood a bit. Could instantly equalise. Well, we can't. Oh, could have maybe stolen in there, perhaps. I didn't think. I usually don't. It's a bit of a problem. Elmas. Okay. It's a very heavy ball. And I thought I'd dealt with it, but I haven't. Baumgartner. Leipzig nearly level the tie. Maybe we underestimate what they're capable of. If I know maybe about it, I did. I've got our own little fucking key. Oh shit! I wanted Cadiola to keep going. To be honest, I didn't. Oh, I don't know if it was Cadiola or Agarte. Whoever's running into that space, I wanted them to keep going, and they didn't, which was the issue there. Good win back. Oh bollocks! Oh bollocking hell! Yeah, these guys have not come to fuck around, have they? Good job, Agarte. Hillman can get it away. See if we can find Kvaratskhelia. That's a great ball. Should it arrive? It does arrive. I should have passed it. I fucking stink of piss. I'm a fucking idiot. I'd like to apologise. I would like to formally apologise to anyone who witnessed that. I immediately, as soon as I realised what I did, that is an absolute perler of a ball by Garnacho, and I've absolutely ruined it by just smacking it wide with Kvaratskhelia. I should have just passed it across to Rashford. Garnacho wouldn't have got the contribution, which isn't the end of the world, and that wasn't why I was trying to shoot with Kvaratskhelia. I thought he'd shoot slightly earlier and put it on target, but he took a little longer than I would have liked, and it didn't work. Safe to say. I should have passed it. I apologise. I realised I knew what I did. As soon as I fucking saw it, I should have just passed it. Rashford will get an opportunity here. No, he won't. It'll fall to Agarte. Oh, the fucking... I really want to smack that. I also didn't see if Bowman had an injury. I don't think he did. It would have disclosed it, wouldn't it? He wouldn't be on our bench. Ref. What's a booking? Loco, yellow carded. Didn't have the best of first legs, to be honest. A massive fucking line of offside. Leipzig would play a really good offside line. Cadiola snarling behind. Somehow the goal counted. We realised it was because of Bradley Loco. He's been booked in this one. He's not having the great fucking two legs, is he? Sorry I took a long pause there. Sometimes when I'm making a point, I take a long pause because I'm trying to think A, of what I want to say, and B, sometimes I'm looking at my phone while I'm trying to think. And it kind of just negates my point. Martinez, he wants to fucking crack on. He does. He has. Not bad. Garnacho, good press, but can't keep it in. Doing a bit of their own fucking medicine. Unfortunately, they have more people than I do, even though Garnacho could probably count for about 4. He's that damn good. That's not how it works, unfortunately, in terms of actual numbers. Good tackle, Hillman. Garnacho. Feels a bit slower today, I'm not entirely sure why. Ball to Rashford is okay. Ball to Rashford's really nice, actually. In fact,
I'll be real, the ball to Rashford was alright. Nothing special, but Rashford made it into a really good opportunity. And we draw level at the Theatre of Dreams as Rashford continues what is the weirdest redemption arc, or one of the weirdest redemption arcs I've seen in career mode. Great finish. I do love Rashford. I did not think he would be this. I did not think he'd be doing this. I thought, yeah, left wing is probably where I'll stay. Back up Garnacho, never really have the same career. The game has changed. Rashford is the man. Good block, Guardiola. Can he keep it in? He can. But I mean, it's a long shot. Not impossible though. Stay on. Sprint away. Turn inside. Oh, great save, Jan Oblak. Marcus Rashford has found something that I knew he had. It just took the right fucking way to unlock it. Oh, Garnacho. Just didn't settle down for him. Ugarte. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, absolutely. Leaves Loco in the dust. Leaves Badiashile in the dust. Oh, that's what he's capable of, man. We now lead. It's exactly what happened in fucking Germany. We went 1-0 down early. We brought it back to 2-1 up, and then we went on to win the match. Kvaratskhelia leaves everyone in the dust, and it's a brilliant finish from the Georgian. And it just shows a bit more Champions League experience can fucking change a man. I know Bowman has some amount of Champions League experience now because he's Bowman and he's played. I've actually just been nice enough to give him some opportunities in Europe's premier competition, but he's not had the same opportunities as Kvaratskhelia, for example. He just break through. I don't know about his tackleback thing that was in the patch notes, but it just isn't there, is it? Like, they just tackle you back anyway. It doesn't matter. I mean, it just feels broken picking out Garnacho every time, but also feels right, doesn't it? Also just feels right. That's a heavy fucking touch and a half. Oh, it nearly went wrong there for Jan Oblak. I wouldn't have said no to it. Somebody had been on the rebound, perhaps. But no, it's a very rare heavy touch from Garnacho. Martinez intercepts. Billet gets gone. Akavara. Oh, it's just not what I've done. It's just not the move I did, unfortunately. Kvaratskhelia has been screwed over by the game. I tried to do a heavy touch straight on. Kept it in. Garnacho's got space at the back stake. Oh, it was well taken, actually. Good nod. I should maybe take it down to his foot, but again, look for that space at the back stake. They're not watching Garnacho at all. Land tries to thread through Kvaratskhelia. We do have a 3-goal advantage on aggregate. A 1-goal advantage on the night. And you know us, we love a goal fest. Probably ain't over yet. Don't know if we'll be the one scoring or the ones conceding, but it ain't over yet. Not out by a long shot, I'll tell you that much. Kvaratskhelia escapes, Loco, ball in. Could find Rashford, it's away. Can't win it, can we? Can we? No, we can't. Yes, we can. Great job by Tigo Land. Gilman. Don't know he's got through, to be honest, but Garnacho. Ask him to shoot. Oh, he obliges, but it's blocked. And now it's Lois Apenda trying to escape. Leach and Martinez. Ball is back stake. Dallo is there. Prevents Elmas from making anything. Goal kick as we come to the close of the first half, or we're getting there anyway. It's been another one of those fucking wacky bastard games. But honestly, would you prefer wacky bastard games or boring 0-0 goalless shite draws? Great save, Jan Oblak. Keeps it in, does Guardiola. Delivery. Tries to find Kvaratskhelia. Rashford. No, it's just not going to bobble down, is it? Oh, I wanted to twat that from fucking Ranger Gilman. But it does not occur. And we're 2-1 up at the break. But I don't know.
I mean, it's not done and dusted yet. We are 3 goals clear on aggregate, but it could be way more. Could be a lot more still in this game. It's on there. Half football to play. What's up there, Naira? Or Naira? I don't know if I'm saying that right. You haven't told Rashford? No, I haven't. Honestly, I was thinking of doing it at the start of this season. There was really high temptation to. But then I kept him just in case. Højlund got injured. And Rashford decided to just be the best striker in the world for a little bit. So he got to stay. And now I don't think I'll probably ever sell him. Because he's just been that bloody good. I'll show you. I mean, his stats kind of speak for themselves since he got moved there. Half-time, our best player could be any of 3 people. Kvaratskhelia with a goal and a 7.9. Garnacho with an assist and a 7.9. And Rashford also scoring 7.9. Agarte with the other assist and a 7.2. Oman at the break. 3 shots, 2 saves, 1 conceded. He does on a 7.1. He always says Dalot has a bad game, but I don't think he does. I think the game just doesn't like Dalot. Assist and a 7.3. Cunha a goal and a 7.3 as well. The best players, but they're not really. I don't think they're going to have time to get back into this one. Oh, Black 6 shots, 4 saves, 2 conceded. And Loco's having a fucking disaster class. You don't have Xerxes back up? I do have Xerxes back up. The thing is, it's funny because basically Højlund was out, so Xerxes was the only striker at that point, but he was tired. So when he was tired, I tried Rashford for a game at striker, and I think he got a hat-trick, or at least he got 2 goals or something. And every time I've used him there since, he's just been dynamite, and his stats have grown really well throughout this save, honestly. 89 pace, 91 shooting now. I put him on an inside forward for a lot of his winging career, and it's really worked out because his finishing now is 91, shot power's 96, his shooting stats are phenomenal. His play styles are really good as well. He's got power shot plus, technical flair, quick step as well. He just feels really fun to use at striker, which I didn't expect to do. But yeah, we've got 3 options and all of them score goals, so I'm by no means upset. I actually meant to check the stats at halftime as well, and I've also just given the ball away like an idiot. 52 to 48 in terms of possession, 9 shots to 4, and 2 expected goals to 1.2 in favour of us. At the end of the season, I will be selling one of the strikers, and it might actually be Rashford just because he's 30 now. But he's had such a good redemption arc this season that I don't really want to. It might have to be a Højlund or a Xerxes just by process of elimination. I've let that slip away from me there. But yeah, most of the save, like about 90% of the save, the strikers were Højlund and Xerxes. But then Højlund got a long injury, and I didn't want to call back any loanees. So Rashford got a nod, and he's done really well with it. Haidara gets a booking. Was it Delit that got fouled? Is that what he's complaining? No, it was Yilman that got absolutely clattered into every time. Name me a more iconic duo than a yellow card and Rodriguez arguing it should be a red straight after. That's poor from us. That's really fucking shit. Martinez. It's a smart foul, to be honest. Tactical foul from Leacher. I messed up with my free kick. Let's see what they do with theirs. They might build something here, but they've still got to get 3 goals. And obviously, if we get 1 more goal, it's probably curtains. And Garnacho now is off. Oh, Dumfries could cover. I mean, there's a lot of things Garnacho can do, but he can't do that, unfortunately. I mean, he can, but just not at this level. Guess an easier team, it might work. Rashi. Oh, the movement there from Garnacho's really fumbled my plan there. Also, the fact that Rashford didn't knock it on first time has really fumbled my plan as well. So I pressed A before he even got the ball. That's off the pitch. Yeah, I was going to say, very heavy. And again, at some point, we'll probably just make some changes just to rest people, because we're quite clear now, I think. 3 goals up on aggregate. Doesn't have to be the best result today, it just has to be a result. Land getting absolutely clattered. Just hasn't really felt, you know, great today, Teagle Land. But honestly, it was just to see if he could do it from the start, and he can't. I think he's better as a substitute against the bigger teams, and then starting against the smaller teams, perhaps.
Shot is saved by Oman. He can't fully deal with it, but Martinez can. Martinez over these 2 legs, by the way, has been insane. Oh, that's a ball. No, it's not. Is it? Oh, I thought Oblak might let it go. The idea was a good one. Execution mid, but is what it is sometimes. Can I get control of my defender? Okay. I have tackled there, by the way. Just for those of you playing along at home, I have made a tackle. I mean, it's not over yet. Can you get another goal? And it's equal at Old Trafford. We're still 2 goals up, so there's no worries yet. I tried to move the keeper across, but apparently he just doesn't want to dive for the shots that are going in that direction. But I did tackle in the build-up, believe it or not. You wouldn't know it. The patch is meant to reduce tackle back so you don't lose the ball as much, but I'm still waiting to see when that patch actually goes in to my fucking game. As you can see here, maybe just an unlucky bounce or something. It's just, you'll see here, Martinez does make a tackle. Yeah, it doesn't care. The game does not give a shit. It's just kind of glanced off his foot into the path. It's fine. We're still 2 up, and I'm going to make a couple of changes just for stamina reasons. Garnacho is tired. So what we're going to do, chuck Kvaradon that side, bring on Bowman, and Fernandes can get 30. Land's not been incredible today, but maybe he's better as a bench player against the big teams, and Diamande for De Ligt. Just to freshen things up a bit. Hopefully hold on. I was considering Minor as well, but we'll probably hold off. Unless it gets to a point where it's extra time, in which case we will bring him on. But I'm hoping it doesn't get to a point where it's extra time. They're fucking flying in with the tackles. Ugarte does really well to ride that one. Cunha gets his 5th of the competition. It could be his last. Bowman. Ah, just couldn't quite get it to Bruno. And now we've got no right back. I'm starting to see why... Oh, shitty now. I'm starting to see why Dallow's getting marked down a little bit. He does seem to be out of position more than in it. But Cunha spoons that over the bar. Does not get his hat-trick. And will not get his hat-trick either. Yerem Pino makes his way onto the pitch for the Wolves. Well, the man in real life... I can't speak. Plays at Wolves in real life. So, maybe moving clubs, though. Seen Forest want him. Arsenal want him. I wouldn't mind having him at Man United. We don't deserve him. But I wouldn't mind having him, you know. He's better than us, definitely. Doesn't mean I wouldn't take him, though. Right, Scalia. Inside. Oh! Ah, they read it. To be fair, it's very readable, and Rashford can't keep it in. So we'll take a corner. Also, if you're questioning how I play, I'm questioning how I play sometimes as well. My play style is not very good sometimes. I am a bit shit at the game, but this team is cooking for me. It's bailing me out of a lot of situations. Can't find header there. Pullman. Bruno. Can he dance through? No, gets caught with a good tackle. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Bruno's still here as well at 33 and still performing at 33. Some of these players you know, in this career mode, I've kind of been like, well, yeah, these guys are staying until they retire. Bruno is one of them. Instead of showing the goal that he scored, why don't you show the miss that he put over the fucking bar by Miles? That'd be funnier. That'd be such a funnier highlight to show. Or maybe show one of my goals, since we're the team that are in the lead on aggregate. Leipzig have 18 minutes to try and get 2 goals to level this thing. I'm a bit of an optimist sometimes, but I don't see them doing it. Not that it's not possible, I just don't see them doing it. Bowman. I want to take it myself. Should have passed it. Dallo to Bruno. I should have been unselfish and passed it to Rashi for his hattie. I didn't realise. Is it wouldn't be his hat trick, would it? No, because somebody else scored. Do not remember who. Could not tell you who. Point is, I wanted to take it solo with Bowman, and I shouldn't have done. Tackle Diamande. Cardiolo's on his last legs. A lot of these players on their last legs. It's alright.
some of them will rotate against Wolves. I know we probably shouldn't, but Premier League is almost confirmed at this point. The ball goes behind Kvaratskhelia there. If it does get to a game where there's only one goal in between it, I will be clenching my cheeks a little bit. But thankfully, Oman has rushed out and not avoided contact with the football for a change. And Javis Lager has fouled me. According to the ref, though, he hasn't. Okay. I got the fucking ref from the Barcelona game yesterday. Bowman, poor touch. Can he scrap for it? He can scrap, he can't win it, though. Again, it's not about the performance, it's about just holding on, making sure they don't score more than we do. I mean, even if they do score more than we do, they have to score 2 more than we do. And I think time is slowly running out for Leipzig as we will advance to our... Pullman, mate, you're not really helping yourself here, are you? I suppose it's just a stamina thing, just to rest some of the other players. Good tackle by the Amande. Psych, by the way, you're not actually getting the ball. Cariolo launches it. But yeah, back-to-back semi-finals on the cards here for Manchester United. We got to the semi-finals last year. Obviously, that's what I'm saying, back-to-back. However, knocked out by the Galacticos. However, we dumped them out in round 16. We've got our own measure of revenge. So after this, we'll have probably Bayern, probably Inter, and either Arsenal or Barcelona to worry about. But at this point, I don't think they're going to do anything. That was for Rashford, but don't let that put in the way of good fucking scripting. 3 minutes of added time. Even if it's a draw here, it's still a win overall on aggregate, so it is what it is. We're a bit sloppier. I'll admit we're a bit sloppier here than we were in Germany. But we will get the win. We will get the win. Marcus Rashford. It's all Kvaratskhelia, that goal. All created by the Georgian. There's a great ball through as well too, said Georgian, but Rashford has the tap in and he has just been... I don't understand why we didn't do this sooner. Maybe we should have done it sooner. We did try. At one point, I think we did try, like first or second season, we did try to Rashford at striker plan. But he just didn't do well. And I thought, when Højlund get injured, let's try and revisit it. Let's see what happens. Magic happens. We should have done it fucking ages ago. But we will advance. We've won the game. We've won both legs in the end, like I said we would. It was a lot closer than I thought it would be, I will admit. Fair play to Leipzig for putting on the fucking show. Giving me thoughts that maybe we wouldn't make it, but when you're good, and that's the way it is. Manchester United into the semi-finals then of the Champions League. We're getting ever closer to the end of this series. It's about time as well, because I want to move on to something new. But I'm really enjoying this series. It's actually Rashford that got the brace and Kvaratskhelia got the other one. It's a glitch for the scoreboard. Although I didn't know Kvaratskhelia got the other one. So there you go. What I do know is that we are into the Champions League semi-finals, one step closer to treble land. And we're still on for the treble after this episode. Will we be on next episode? Don't know, because that's when we play the FA Cup and potentially part of the semi-finals. I guess we'll see what the calendar says. What I do know is that Rashford got man of the match with a brace and a 9.3. Kvaratskhelia with a goal and assist and a 8.9. It switched teams there. You saw Cunha was their best player, but I don't know why it's switching. I'm not pressed a thing. Hjulman solid. Agarte solid as well, getting an assist 7.5. Garnacho with an assist 7.4, and Oman, he got 7 shots, 5 saves, 2 conceded. Yeah, Leipzig are dangerous with the way they play, but we are just overall better quality, aren't we? And yeah, Land was not what I expected him to be honest. But Bruno didn't really do much better. Didn't really need to. We're kind of home and dry, just chilling, to be honest with you. Man of the match for them was Matheus Cunha. He got a brace to try and force some kind of comeback from Leipzig, but it wasn't to be. Jimenez getting an 8.2. Elmas with an assist and a 7.9. Openda with an assist and a 7.8. Decent all around, but just not enough to get the dub on either leg in the end. Rashford stealing it late for Manchester United in this leg, and overall 7-4 in aggregate. 3 goals clear in the end, 50-50 in terms of possession, 12 shots to 9. Another close affair though, 3.2 expected goals to 3.3. Well, 3.3 for Leipzig, 3.2 for us. Should have ended in a draw, but we just got through Kvaratskhelia at the death. And Marcus Rashford just continuing some scintillating, unexpected striker form. And it really depends now on how the growth is going to go. And we do know, oh no, we don't know who's going through. We know Bayern were going. We knew that anyway. I guess we'll find out soon who we face. We'll sim up to the next game, which is Wolves. And then we'll learn our Champions League semi-final opponents. And then we'll call it a day there, because I've got just under an hour to get ready for work, which is plenty of time. Marcus Rashford was unplayable today. Of course he was. He's Marcus Rashford. Celebrate his performance. I'm hoping his playtime gets him. I'm hoping he gets happier, because his playtime's been obviously given more. He's been given more playtime since he decided to be the best striker at the club. Well, man's accuracy help you calmly avoid the danger today. I mean, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Good second half. Seems to always slip in the first half, but then make up for it in the second half, Jano, man. Which is, as long as he's doing alright enough, I'm not going to complain. Ferdy Kariolu put in a show-stopping performance today, looking at a number of successive tackles. Were you impressed with that performance? I was. Yeah, I was. Because they were asking me before, is he going to be good enough? The answer is yes. The answer is always yes. Do not doubt my players. Especially at this level now, when we are laser focused on a treble. At this point, it's just a matter of time, innit, I think. Unless there's a nasty Bayern Munich or an AC Milan or a Barcelona or an Arsenal to derail our plans. It looks pretty nailed on that we will at least have 2 of the 3. Premier League is more or less confirmed, isn't it? We'll check the table before we end off today. And I mean, the FA Cup, we're playing against a Chelsea team we just beat 5-1, so I'm not really worried about that too much. But obviously we don't want to get too overconfident that we fuck it up and end up with no trophies. Can you imagine? We'll get at least 1. Premier League is as good as done. I'm fine with that. Beyond that, it is really just gonna have to show enough quality. And if Garnacho is Garnachoing, it's not really a second thought, to be honest with you. He'll mind happy with the first team chances. The only problem is that game, Garnacho didn't really Garnacho. But again, he didn't really need to. The job was done. Herrera is not going to go to America. I didn't think he would. The American deals never seem to go through. So let's advance to Wolves. 2 unread emails. Herrera talks. Yeah, he's not going to America at all. 10.6 mil. So we should know our next opponents, and we'll go look at them in a minute. First and foremost, I want to see the gap in the PL. See if Arsenal have played yet. They haven't yet. 8 points with 6 games to go. It is going to be probably secured next episode, if not the episode after. It's just a matter of time now. City jump up into 4th. City jump up into 3rd. West Ham fall down to 4th. It looks as if Champions League is going to be secured. Wolves up into 5th now, though, with 6th place Liverpool, 7th place Aston Villa, 8th Chelsea, 9th for Brighton, and Spurs completing the top 10 just now. As we continue to scroll down, some teams have played their next game, some teams haven't. The relegation zone, Bristol City, Leicester, and Southampton, who have now won 2 games, to be fair to them. As you know, next time as well, FA Cup semi-final, we will be going against Chelsea, so that makes a lot of sense. And also, we should be able to win if we can show what we did in the Premier League. So confidence there is on an all-time high. And moment of truth. I mean, I wasn't really getting any easy deal, was I? Athletic Bilbao did win the second leg, though. And, yeah, Barcelona, better over 2 legs than Arsenal. Kept it composed, kept it professional, whereas we just have goal fests. So, yeah, Barcelona through against Arsenal. Athletic Club beating Inter Milan, but losing on aggregate after that first leg. 7-4 in aggregate for Manchester United over Leipzig, who we beat over 2 legs, and in both legs in the end. It could have been a draw for that second one. And then, yeah, Milan lost over both legs to Bayern as well. So your semi-finals,
Inter Milan and Manchester United, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. I would love to come up against Barcelona, preferably, but I mean, neither team. If we could get past Inter Milan, I wouldn't mind. But obviously, Barcelona has that history behind it a bit more than Inter Milan, or than Bayern Munich. So, before we go, then, we know where we're at in all the competitions. What do we have next episode? Do the Inter Milan games fall in anywhere there? Yes. Wolves at home, Chelsea in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, Inter Milan away at the San Siro. We then go to fucking Emirates to play Arsenal, and then my God, what a fucking episode! We then come back to Old Trafford to play Inter Milan again. That episode is mad. That episode is insane. Next episode will be the absolute hardest we've had to play. We've got Wolves who are in 5th, Chelsea in a domestic cup semi-final, Inter Milan who just fucking batter through teams and have won the Champions League in this save over 2 legs, and then we've got to travel to the Emirates to face Arsenal. Now, before we go, we'll end it on this. Actually, no, we won't. We'll do the news first, but we'll end it on what I was going to do. But we'll check the news and the stats first quickly. So Man United play host to Wolves in a massive game that will have great influence at the top of the table. The league leaders are in for a test, and we beat them last time. Manchester United against Inter Milan looks like a very finely poised tie in the Champions League semi-final. Both teams believe they can win it. Barcelona and Real Madrid apparently in a semi-final. I'm sure that's the women's. And yeah, we've been given Inter Milan mixed emotions on that one, as Barcelona and Bayern are the other semi-final. I am terrified, if truth be told. After a great performance in the match against Leipzig, Rashford is named player of the match. Talk about a fucking renaissance, career renaissance, as he seals it late against Aston Villa, apparently. We were playing Leipzig, but who's counting? And a 7-4 win on aggregate in the end. We dubbed up, and we will book our spot in the final 4. So, quick stat check, and then we'll go through them. Basically, I'm going to go through the Inter Milan squad. Garnaccio's just fucking hit a different plane this season, hasn't he? 33 and 16, 26 and 9, Rashford to 20 and 14. I mean, those stats are insane. Bowman with 18 and 20 off the wing, 16 and 5 for Højlund, 12 and 21 for Bruno. Kvaratskhelia 9 and 16. It's a bit slow, but it's not bad. 13 contributions for Land since he returned. Laurent is really getting into the Wolves squad now, which I'd love to see, especially as they're coming up towards Champions League. Maybe he gets them Champions League. 3 and 1. Corby and Ugarte with solid stats from DM. 8 assists for Kadiolu. And it's just good all around. I'm really enjoying this team. I am really enjoying this team. And it's Garnaccio's season, honestly. Come aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Just come aboard. You can't really do much more than that. But some of these stats are fucking phenomenal. I mean, Xerxes doesn't feel like a 26 and 9. It feels like he doesn't score enough and then just gets a hat-trick out of absolutely nowhere. Rashford, moving him to striker. I want to see... I'm going to maybe, at some point, not just now because I've got to go pretty soon, but before... not before anywhere. At some point, I'm going to go back and look at an episode before we put him into striker. The first episode where we were like, yeah, Højlund's injured. Let's put Rashford there. And see what his numbers were before that, because that is insane numberage. And yeah, Roman Bowman is just he's just a god, isn't he? Up to an 83 now. The pace is 85. What would he benefit from the most? Staying on the wing, I think, to be honest. His finishing's at the toppest it can get. Keep him as a winger. 23 weeks. He could be 84 right before the end of the season, the way he's been playing. And yeah, the pace will continue to go up. And I'm just going to double check something as well before we go look at the Inter Milan lineup. I need to get sorted ASAP. Where are you? Roman. Please don't scroll past you. His birthday's in June, so he's coming up to 20. He's still in his teens and he's doing this. He's like the English Lamine Yamal, although Yamal will probably always be clear, but we've got some fucking boy there, aren't we? I'm curious to see what the other boys come back as from their loan, what their potential tags are going to be. Can we chuck them into the squad anyway? Will they go for one more loan just to get the absolute most out of them? I think Laurent's got to stay. Barton's on the maybe pile. Let's see what Lombardi have got then. We'll probably check at the start of the next episode or when we play them next episode as well. But let's have a gander. They do have former Manchester United man Amad Diallo, so we know somebody from there. Aslani, they've got Alejandro Balde, Barella still, Bastoni.
Bino Gittins as well. Diogo Costa in goal. Diakite. Ramville, Esposito. Yeah, they've got a fucking stacked. Oh, shit, yeah. Right, we, ladies and gentlemen, could be cooked. This is an insane Inter Milan squad. It's packed with talent. It is, yeah, no, this is a really good team. Who's their goalkeeper besides Sanchez? Oh yeah, Costa. Just gonna go a little bit in depth here. Who's gonna partner? Probably Bastoni. It'll probably be Tara Minjay. So they've got that sorted. Hato left back, right back. They don't have one of, which is interesting. I don't know what they'll do there. Balde probably goes there. Midfield, yeah, they've got a very good selection. And then attack, it'll be Martinez, but I don't know. But anyway, that is gonna be it for today's stream because I am rapidly running out of time. I've done all I need to do anyway. We have got some big games to come up, so just to remind you, one last time, this is where we've got to go next time. We host Wolves, who are in 5th place. Semi-final of the FA Cup against Chelsea. First leg of the semi-finals of the Champions League away into Milan. Then we play the Emirates against Arsenal away from home, the closest title rivals. If we win that, I think the league will be sealed. Or at least it'll be fucking close as. And then into Milan at home. So we've only got 2 Premier League games next time. And I'm going to do some hopeful quick maths here. If we win both our games, do we win the league? If we win both our games and Arsenal lose both of theirs, we could confirm the Premier League. But we won't actually see the celebration until the episode after anyway because we're away from home. So even if we do get the Premier League sorted next episode, we won't actually see the celebration for 2 episodes' time. But what I do know is that the Premier League's pretty much there, innit? It's literally, if we don't beat Arsenal, it makes it a bit interesting. But we've got 4 teams that are very beatable after that. I'm really focused on the Champions League and the FA Cup, to be honest. And even then, the FA Cup's probably gonna. I hope it's gonna be a given. It really is Champions League. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to go, and I don't know when the next episode is going to be, but I will try and get it sooner than the last one. I hope you guys have enjoyed, though. Take care, and peace.